We are live. I think we are live. Awesome. So I'm just going to quickly go live on TikTok and Instagram, and then we're going to get started with today's digital marketing Q&A to get your questions answered. And it looks like, yep, we are also live on the TikToks, the Facebooks. I just go to quickly change a little setting here. There we go. And we are live. Awesome. So welcome everyone. I'm excited to go live today. It feels like, I know I went live last week, but it feels like it's been ages. But let's just wait for a few people to jump on and let's get a little bit of music cranking, hey? So this morning I was just like, I've got this like little fancy like mixer thing here, and I'm like, I can play some music as we get started. So as you guys are jumping on here, let me know where you're coming in from. Right? Always love to see how global we go. And I know usually we always have people everywhere in the US, Canada, Australia, which I myself in Australia, New Zealand, UK. But let me know where you guys are coming in from. Again, love to see how global we go. And today I'm going to get your questions answered about, side hustles, digital marketing, especially if you're wanting to make an income online. That's what I'm here for, to help you guys. So we've already got some people jumping on here so we've got Sweden. Someone's already said here on, so Ben from Oz is saying, hey, Alex, hey, Ben. Awesome that you've jumped on here. We've got USA, Tunisia. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Tunisia. But that's the first time I think we've had someone on here. San Francisco. Awesome. Someone says million. I don't know where that is, but that sounds like a very cool place. I don't know if that's a joke. But yeah, guys, so we're having some issues here on TikTok, but all good. We do tend to have some issues sometimes. But yeah, guys, so, today coming live to be able to answer any questions. So still got a bunch of people here, Holland, India, even Nigeria. Awesome. So cool. People all around the world. Amazing. So, guys, I'm here to answer your questions today. So, as you're jumping in, we've got Margarita on YouTube as well from Texas. Awesome. So good to have you guys on here. So, today I kind of want to do a bit of a training as to, how to be able to make an income online, right? Because for me, seriously, just the online world has totally changed my life. And I don't know if you guys know a little bit about my story. I'm just trying to get up some notes while I speak as well. But if you guys know a little bit about my story, I've been coming up to about 12 years in the industry, online business. And I get to work from home around my family. My kids get to go to school, like leave home in the morning instead of me having to leave them to go to a job. And in the evenings, afternoons, they're the ones that come home to me instead of me coming home to them at 6 p.m., which is just amazing. And I can already hear them. I think they're about to leave to go to school. It's just almost 8:30 a.m. here. But look, as you guys are jumping on here, I know there's already a question that's come through from Beautiful Live 2023. If you could put your questions, okay, if you're on Instagram, there's a little question bubble where you can tap on and put your questions in there, because it'll be easier for me to read those questions. When they type directly into the comments, they just tend to go, past and I'm not able to see them. And if you're on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere, like, anywhere else, you could put them in the comments. It makes it a bit easier on those platforms. But let me just have a look who's jumping. Okay, so we've got so many people on here. Awesome. But yeah, guys, so, I'm going to be answering your questions today. I mean, digital marketing, making an income online, it's just a life-changing thing, right? And as I was sharing my story, I'll just share it quickly again. And again, put your questions in a little question bubble. It'll be easier for me to answer them. But, before I got into it's actually 2011 when I joined the online business industry. Before that, I was in $50,000 debt. I was working just a job that I wasn't even passionate about. It wasn't a career. It wasn't something I wanted to do. It was just to make money because I had to pay for debt. I had to pay for bills. Life kind of sucked, right? And when you haven't found that thing that either really lights you up, or when you haven't found something that gives you real freedom and flexibility and choices, right? When you haven't found that, life kind of sucks, right? Because like I remember every Monday morning I would go to work and it'd just be like frustrating because it'd be, just living the same routine over and over again. And I asked myself, how long am I going to be doing this for? Am I going to be doing this? And I think I was about 25, 26 when I found this industry. And I was like, am I going to be doing this until I'm 70, right? 60? And that was just a frustrating feeling. But being able to find the online business industry, it opened my eyes, and it wasn't as big back then as it is today, especially after, the pandemic. So many more people have, realized, well, you can actually work from home, whether they, figured out they could do it with their jobs. But now that, people are looking for those options, and ever since I found, the online business industry, well, I ended up doing a lot of different things, right? I tried network marketing. I tried, crypto, like cryptocurrencies. I've tried an ad agency running like Facebook ads for businesses, even a traditional business I had at one point, right? And a lot of that had a lot of frustration, but in the end, I ended up finding digital marketing, which I'll share with you guys what it is today and how it works if you guys want to know that. But digital marketing totally transformed my life. And now I get to work from home. Like, this is my home. This is, especially if you guys are like on Facebook, YouTube. I mean, this is my office, but this is our home. This is just, you've got a whole living area, which is just like an office. And then this is downstairs, and upstairs is a whole actual living quarters. And life's is amazing. I get to be a stay-at-home dad. My wife gets to be a stay-at-home mom. And what's probably, I always say this, I think what the biggest gift, like the best benefit of being able to work from home, especially if you have kids, if you have a family. Who's got kids, by the way? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if you've got a family. But it's actually being able to be present with your kids. Like, that's the biggest thing. And I'll be honest, I haven't really had a job when I've had kids, because, so I started this 2011, and then 2013, my daughter was born. So she hasn't really known us to work away from home. But one of the things I see often is, a lot of parents, at their school, they're stressed out professionals. They're just always working. And then when it comes for time for the kids, look who's coming. Who wants me to introduce who this is? Right? This is my daughter, Ivanka. Do you want to say hi, love? Hi. In the microphone? And you've got Instagram there. They're going to school, by the way. And this is what literally happens every morning. You want to say hi? And who's that?
Archie.
Archie. The Squishmallows are like all the rave right now. All right. You guys have a good day at school, okay? I love you. Bye. So guys, like, so seriously, like, it's just the best, right? So being able to say, like, goodbye to your kids when they come home. And what was I talking? So about being present, right? Like, when like the parents at their school and stuff, I see a lot of parents that are very just stressed out all the time. And then they're not able to give the time, the energy, the presence to their kids. And I don't know if you guys have experienced, like, and I don't blame them, because, working a 9 to 5, it's emotionally exhausting. And at the end of the day, when you pick up your kids from school after a job and you get home, what do you want to do? I mean, you've got to cook dinner, you've got to, get the kids prepared and all this stuff. And it just takes so much energy. And in the end, you probably have 15 minutes to spend time with them, if you even have that. And then you can't even give them that full present time, because you're just exhausted. So being able to do something online, like, digital marketing, it's such a game changer, right? And, for me, I get to work 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, spend time with my wife, with my kids, and really pour into them, that love, that presence, that understanding. And that's another big part as well. Actually being able to really, truly understand your kids. When you're stressed out all the time, it's really hard to just listen and try to understand what's going on in their world. But when you are able to have, you feel good because you're not stressed, you're not working long hours, you're not emotionally exhausted. Often my kids will come home after school, and maybe there's been an issue at school, and then that couch right there that you guys can see behind me, we'll sit there and we'll just have a conversation as to what happened at school, why they're not feeling good, work through their feelings, literally like 3:30 p.m. usually when they come home from school. And then boom, everything clears up and they're just happier again. And that is I just owe it to the ability to be able to, do something online from home around my family. So does that make sense, guys? Like, who's experienced that? You're just feeling, like stressed and emotionally exhausted, and you're not able to give that time and energy to your kids. I'd love to know. But we've got questions coming here, which is awesome. So guys, if you have any questions, on Instagram, there's a little chat bubble there. You can tap on it, put your question there. I'm about to get into answering these for you. I usually like bringing my iPad as well. So in case I have anything to draw out for you guys, any diagrams, anything, like really here to give you guys as much value as possible. All right. Let me see what's going on here. All right, cool. And I just want to bring out my little drawing thing, because usually people ask, how does this work? How does that? And it's actually very cool to just be able to get like, your pen, and it's not working. All right, we'll try that in a second, but let's get into it, guys. So someone said great setup on Facebook. I'm not sure who that is, because sometimes Facebook doesn't give me the names of people. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to post a thing on there so that your name can be approved. Okay, so let me do this quickly, and then I'm going to get into the questions. We've got 6 questions so far. Byron, okay, cool. I just checked there on what do you call it? On Facebook. So I just posted something there. If you could approve your name, that would be great, just so that I know who it is on the platform that I'm streaming on. But let's get into questions, guys. Digital marketing, making an income online. All right. Any questions you have, let me know. Have you guys, by the way, checked out my free ebook where I do, break down what affiliate marketing is, how it works? If you haven't checked it out, the link is in the bio in any of my platforms. So just go to the profile, the page, you'll be able to click on it. Highly recommend. Reason I'm mentioning it as well is because if you have any questions about what you've read in the book, let me know. If you've got any questions about, any of the education I offer, I'm here to answer these questions for you guys. But let me just have a look at these questions first, and then we're going to get started. So this is a great question. And I think we're going to start with this one, because this one is pretty much the foundation of things, right? So the question is, how does digital marketing work? Who would love to know how digital marketing works? Okay, and I'm going to make it brief this time, because I do want to answer as many questions. Last week, I did a very in-depth training on digital marketing. You'll be able to find the live stream on any of my platforms. So, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, I just find the last replay, the live replay. But basically, this is how digital marketing works, guys. So digital marketing, and by the way, I'm going to be drinking some coffee today. Father's Day cup mug from like years ago. So digital marketing. What is digital marketing? So, and we've got beat puppet music. If you could put that question in a little question bubble, there's a little question bubble you tap, and then I'll be able to answer that question. By the way, guys, if you do want to learn about digital marketing, making money online, hit follow as well if you're not following, because I do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time. And I'm actually really considering going live every day, especially on Instagram and TikTok. So if you guys would like that, to answer your questions every day, let me know. But, digital marketing, this is what I recommend for beginners, right? Because it's super simple. So let me share. So digital marketing is, promoting other companies' products online. Okay. So, and when a sale is made through your own efforts, you make a percentage of that sale. So like I said, this is what I recommend for beginners, because number one, it's simple to do, because you don't have to create your own products. You don't have to do the customer service. You don't have to train people, right, to do anything. It's like the company's all going to do that for you. All the, the heavy lifting. All you do is you just focus on some very simple, promotional strategies on social media that anyone can do. And you can do it in about 1 to 2 hours per day, or even in the nooks and crannies of your days. So, sometimes people think that they have to spend hours and hours doing it, or that they have to quit their jobs. No, you don't have to. You can do it alongside your job. And even if you're busy, you can do it 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. We'll talk a little bit more in depth about, how it works and the strategies, to make digital marketing work in a second. But that's the basics of digital marketing. Now, let me go a little bit deeper. Okay, so generally, when you want to make an income online with digital marketing, there are three things that you're going to need. Okay. Who wants to know the three things? So number one is you have to have a product. Okay. That's really important. And by a product, I mean something that you can promote, something that you can recommend to people. Because if you don't have a product, how on earth are you going to make money? All right. Now, you don't have to create the product yourself. Okay. We'll talk a little bit about where you can create the products. But if you don't have a product that you can promote, you're not going to make any sales. You're not going to make any commissions. You're not going to make any money. Right. So having a product is really important. And I'll break them down even more in a second. And number two is you need to have the right tools. Good morning there, Solitude. But number two is you got to have the right tools to be able to promote those products so sales can be made. And that's basically, setting up really simple 2-page website where, there's no programming, there's no coding. Maybe I'll show you one of my websites in a second as well. Just giving you the overview first. It's a 2-page website. You just import the template. You can change the text. It's very simple to do. But that's kind of the way that the product's going to be sold. And usually the company that you promote their product, they're going to give you like the sales materials, the sales videos and all that. So you don't have to do any selling yourself. And then step number three, you focus on what's called driving traffic. Now, some of you might be like, what does that mean? Driving traffic is just getting people online from, and there's many ways to do it. You can use social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google, but it's basically driving people from online to that sales process, right? Which sells the product. Okay. Those are the three main things that you're going to need, right? To be able to actually make an income online with digital marketing. And I know Huxia, you've said you've got a question. You're a drop shipper. I don't actually know much, hardly anything really about drop shipping. So I probably wouldn't be able to know. But if you want to ask a question, I'll do my best. But if you can tap the little question bubble and then I'll answer that question for you. Okay, but just to summarize, digital marketing is promoting other companies' products that are already existing that you don't have to create, that they sell, right? So you're just promoting their products. And then when a sale is made through your own marketing efforts, you earn commissions. It's as simple as that, okay? Now, hi, Precious Pieces Official, I know you've got your question there. If you could guys put it into a little question bubble, that'd be great. And because comments and all that go really fast, so I miss them all. But like I said, Hoxie, we can definitely, I'll see what I can answer your questions because some marketing aspect of it is very similar. And hey, Rodney, good to see you're on here. I just got a friend jump on TikTok, met him in Florida in December, which was amazing. And Rodney, I just attended one of Amy's lives as well, just before this too. So I hope you're well, brother. But okay, so digital marketing, all right, very simple to do, promoting other people's products. And we'll talk a little bit more about how it actually works in a second, okay? But this is basically how it works. Let's just do it now, okay? So number one, choosing the product. I know someone says, how do I get commissions from a company? A lot of companies will pay you different ways. Like they may pay you via PayPal. It might be directed to your bank account. They might use another service that's like PayPal, but specific for digital marketers. It's another term is affiliate marketing as well, because you're just affiliating with the company and promoting their products. So I just lost my train of thought before that. Okay, so how does it work? Okay, so number one, you want to choose a product, right? And choosing a product, there's a few things that come with that. So number one, you got to choose, well, what space do you want to choose a product? What niche, right? And the three most profitable niches are health and wellness. So health, well, just health in general, health, wealth, and relationships. Okay, so those are the most profitable niches. I've chosen wealth niche because I just love it. I love helping people. Digital marketing has changed my life so much in terms of making an income online. And it's like when you make money, like, by the way, if you guys are like, well, how much money have you made? I made multiple six figures doing this. In fact, if you guys see that award there, that award, the one behind me, depending on what platform you're on here, because the angles are different. That award was for making $100,000 US with one program. And I've done that with many programs as well. All right. So this stuff works, guys. All right. But when you're choosing a product, you want to choose either from health, wealth, or relationships because they're the most profitable. Health, because people are always going to want to improve their health, whether it's their, like personal growth could be health, right? Like a mental health thing. Obviously, people want to lose weight, people want to increase their energy. Wealth is more like around things to do with money. So I teach people how to build side hustles, especially using digital marketing. I'm in the wealth niche. Investing, that sort of thing is a wealth niche, which, by the way, I don't ever promote investing stuff. If you guys ever get people with like accounts that are not mine, like always check on Instagram and Facebook. I got the blue tick. On other platforms, you always want to make sure that that it's the legit account that you're dealing with, because sometimes people create fake accounts to try to sell investment like packages. So like crypto, any of that I don't do. So if anyone ever tries to sell you that and it looks like me, stay far away from that. But anyway, wealth niche and then relationships niche is always going to be people that want to improve their relationships. Maybe they want to get better at dating and that sort of thing. So once you've chosen that product, your niche, then it's how do you choose a product? Okay, and choosing a product is very simple. You can just go on Google and you can, do some research. So for example, if you were like health and wellness affiliate program, and then you're going to get a big, let me just show you guys quickly, right? I'll just do the one because it makes it easier. But when you go to Google, you could type in affiliate. I'm just going to use Siri here to type it for me. Health and wellness affiliate program. Okay, so then what you do is you go to Google and literally, like I just typed in here. I got to share. My group Siri's going like, because I got a HomePod here. Let me share my screen on Facebook and I'll show you kind of how you find a product. Right? And then I'm going to get into the other questions quickly too, because I know you guys want those answered. So let me go. Where were we? How do I get, here we go. All right, there we go. So, and let me just get rid of this dark mode thing. Okay, cool. So what you do is you can go to Google, right? And on Google, you just type in, there we go, health and wellness affiliate program. Okay. And you can do that with whatever product you want to promote. If there's a product that you love, like, I don't know, mugs, right? You could be like, mugs affiliate program. Amazon has an affiliate program that you can go check out. Let me just refresh this because I don't like this in looking dark, but I think that's we'll just leave it like that. Okay, but then you can type it in and then look at this, you get a lot of options. So number one, you got 10 best health and wellness affiliate programs, 25 best health and wellness affiliate programs, right? So you can start looking for different programs online and find, well, what products can you actually promote? So someone on TikTok says that my connection's not as good. I'm not sure why. I know I've been having some issues with TikTok, but we're going to continue anyway. I'm also live on Instagram. If you guys, Instagram on TikToks, Instagram is linked on my TikTok profile if you want to go check that out. Okay, but that's a very quick way to find products. And I'm happy to share the products I promote as well so you guys kind of have an idea. But once you have that product, then you want to set up a 2-page website, which I'll share soon as well if you guys want to know. And then you start getting people to go buy those products. So that's kind of how affiliate marketing works, digital marketing works. I'm not going to go deeper until later because I know there's lots of questions coming up, but let me just have a look here at what other questions are coming. So we've got people still jumping on. We've got some people swearing. Tarun Sharma, yeah, yo, I'm not sure why you're swearing there, but all good. Let's keep this like civil, please, guys. Someone goes, question how to convince clients to use your service. So that's a good question. So maybe I'll actually answer you guys. Let me just show you. So when you're promoting something online, you always want to create what's called like a funnel. Okay, it's like a 2-page website. Very simple to do, by the way. There's no programming to it, no coding. It's literally you just import something. I'll show you an example of mine. Okay, so for me, I give away a free ebook, right? I don't know if you guys who's got my ebook before. I'd love to know. Like, let me know if you got access to my ebook. I break down what affiliate marketing is in here as well, which is an amazing starting point. If you guys want to like check that out. That is on my profile. So on my profile, you just go to, let me just bring it up as well so you guys can see. I'm just trying to bring up my profile on here. All right, so you just go to my profile, and then on the top, like here of the profile, if you've got the link, you'll be able to get the ebook there, which breaks down. If you guys have to jump off the live early or whatever, get the ebook, because that'll break down what, how digital marketing works. But I'm going to show you how what happens when you get my ebook, right? So for example, I have a product that I promote. It's a $7 course that walks people step by step how to do digital marketing. Okay, that's how I learned all of this. I decided to become a promoter of it as well. And there's other products I promote as well. So it's not just the one, like many different products and tools. But when someone gets the ebook, right, they come in here and they'll put the name, email address in there. And I'd love to know who's ever been through a process like this too. Let me know in the comments. But when someone, opts in to get my free ebook, then what happens is they get taken to a second page. Okay. And in the second page, there is, and let me share my screen here on Facebook and YouTube there as well. There we go. So let me just run through that again. So you've got the ebook, people will opt in, right, to get sale of the free ebook. You don't have to give away a free ebook. This is just one option, right? It could just be, like getting access to learn about a product in that video. But then what happens is on the second page, you could have a video of yourself. Doesn't have to be a video. It could just be text. But for me, this is a bit of a training. I'm teaching people about, digital marketing, how to make an income online. I share my story there as well. All right. And I share my story there, and then I also introduce a product, right? You want to introduce, and you don't have to have a video. Yours could just be like a photo and text, kind of like that. Right. But then what happens is you introduce a product that you're promoting. So then when someone taps on the next button, they get taken to the product that you're selling, whatever product it is, which in my case, as I mentioned, it's a $7 course that teaches people digital marketing. And then that's the owner of the company that promotes that product. They do the selling, right? So whatever product you're promoting, right, they're going to have a sales page that sells the product, right? So that's the course there. That's what I promote. This is applicable to any product that you're going to sell, right, with digital marketing. And then what happens is, when people come here, they'll tap the, the buy now, the get started button, and they're going to buy the course, right? So that, or whatever product, it could be a physical product, could be a digital product. We'll talk more about what type of products I recommend. But really you're not creating the sales material, which is the sales material. You're just creating, and you're not even creating, you're just importing a, front, like that 2 pages, and then you're just editing it up and creating it yourself, right? So that's kind of what you need to be able to, let me have a look, before you can start getting clients. All right, there was another comment that was just coming up. Someone says they don't know how to charge their clients for the service. We'll probably get to this question in a second, right? But once you've done that, then what you want to do is you want to start getting people from online, okay, to the first page of whatever your funnel is, right? That's going to promote your product. Of course, when someone opts into that, they also get my free ebook. Like I give away a lot of free stuff as well, by the way. So this isn't just to sell the course, though the $7 course is amazing if you actually want to know step by step how to get all this set up and how to do it. But they get the free ebook, they get some free training videos from me, and just additional ongoing training. But in terms of getting clients, there's many ways to do it. So first it's choosing your platform. You can do TikTok, you can do Instagram, you can do Facebook, YouTube. You can do videos. You don't have to do videos. You could do videos where you don't even show your face or don't do any talking. Like you can create videos on Canva. You could use Pinterest to just create pins, which is just images. And there's so many ways to be able to make an income online. You just got to choose your platform, right? So one of the best ways right now to make an income online or to drive people to that funnel that I just showed you is short form video. So TikTok, Instagram, because you can literally drive thousands and thousands of people with a new account, right? So for example, I love to share this, right? So you guys met my daughter at the beginning of this video, and my son. But my daughter started her own Instagram account about 6 weeks ago now. And, like she's been very consistent with it. And within the last 30 days, she's reached over 400, get this, 400,000, over 400,000, I think it's almost 500,000, 500,000. She's reached 500,000 people with her content in the last 30 days. And look how many followers she has. I don't know if you guys can see it. Well, anyway, I'll just say 500. She's only got 500 followers. And of course, she started with 0, like totally fresh account. The only people that liked her account that were not fresh followers was mom and dad, me and my wife, right? And that's the power of, you can find a product online to promote. You can create a simple like sales process, literally could take 30 minutes, 1 hour to set up. And then you start creating short form video, which I'll share more about that in a sec, because those short form videos, right? 5-second videos, 10-second videos, that's what a lot of these are. Then they're going to have the potential to go viral or to trend. And then that's going to drive people to watch your content and people to go to that link to be able to go purchase your product. So it's a powerful way. And you don't even have to show your face. As I mentioned, there's lots of ways that you can either just hold the phone and record yourself doing everyday things or put it on a stand. I know people that, I haven't done that one, but I might do it. But literally people will set the phone and while they're washing dishes, just not even acting or anything, they're literally just doing everyday things. And then they're just putting text over that video, put a sound, which is 10 minutes to do. And then those videos are going viral, like, tens of thousands of views. And then people are making thousands of dollars with those 5-second videos. And I do those as well at times, just recording my family and doing really simple things. And you can get as complex as you want, you can get as simple as you want, though simple always works best, right? Not overcomplicating things. Does that make sense, guys? How you drive traffic, like how you get, that's basically how you're going to get clients to the products that you sell. Let's continue because there's lots of questions on here as well. And then it's Maher said that, how to run digital marketing campaigns. So I just explained it basically here. So if you want to learn more about that, though, I'd recommend, go get my free ebook at Alex Ford. It's alexfordbook.com. You can get the book, or the link is in the bio. Let me just bring this link up here quickly on Facebook and YouTube. So go get the book because I do, break this down a lot more. I can only go so far with lives, right? And when you get it, like you will get access to that learn how you can get access to that $7 course I discussed. Like if you really want to know, like literally point and click step by step how to do things, I'd recommend getting that course because it totally changed my life. Literally best $7 I've ever spent, and you can do the same for you guys too. So let's continue with some more questions. We've got Chris on Facebook. She's asking, this is a great question. How many income streams do you recommend or like that you would need? So excellent question. So pay attention to this, guys, because when people start like learning about digital marketing, making an income online, they think that, all right, they hear all this terminology, like you have to have multiple streams of income. You got to have, like millionaires have at least 5 income streams or 7 income streams. I forgot what the number was. But here's the thing. When you're new, you only want to start with one, just one. Because what happens is if you have like 2, 3, 4, 5, you're only learning new skills, right? Like you're learning how to do digital marketing. But if you start with 5, you're spreading yourself too thin, and you're only going to be able to succeed, if you've got 5, you're only going to be able to see like, 10, 20% at each in terms of like putting in your energy, right? Whereas if you have 1, you can really work towards making that happen, and that, put all your energy, all your focus and time, and develop the skills with the one product. It's going to help you get somewhere really fast. And then once you're making sales online and making an income, then you could add a second, third, fourth. Now, for me personally, at this stage, like I've been doing this, digital marketing as what I'm discussing. I've been doing it since 2018, although I've been doing other things since 2011. But at this stage, I think I promote about 5 different products, on rotation. And there's other ways to promote it as well. And we've got Juan, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Huan and Juan Seja on TikTok says, where or how did you learn digital marketing? So what I'm discussing today, I actually learned it through that $7 course that I mentioned, right? Let me just share. So, when I discuss, like if you guys go get my free ebook, you'll learn how you can get the $7 course, right? Which is here, right? And you guys can watch that video to learn, like literally $7 to be able to learn that. Most people spend more than $7 on coffee, like on Starbucks or something every day. So, this is like best $7 I've ever spent. But, this breaks it down. It's like 15 days worth of step-by-step training, understanding what digital marketing is, even what products are the best to promote. That's where I would recommend getting started. And just so you guys see, the legit course, like that's inside the membership site. So when you guys log in, there's, the days on the left. You've got, that video is 51 minutes, like real good knowledge. So I got into this digital marketing in 2000, and the connection is going a bit slow. There we go. It's reconnected on Instagram. Connection was going a bit slow. But I got into this in 2018, right? So the first 7 years, literally I'd spent so much in so many different business models, the network marketing, crypto, traditional business, ad agency, thousands. Like I probably spent up to $40,000 on different businesses up to that point. Though I did make some money with some, I lost money with some. But when I got this course, like $7, it was way more worth it than the tens of thousands of dollars I'd spent before, right? And that's what's changed my life, is what I do today. So because you're asking Huan, I'd recommend, that's would be the best place to get started. So you've said, okay, so you've joined the challenge then. Okay, great. But you're saying I've started and I don't know where. You've said you've started and I don't know where to start. So the biggest step is if you've started, start with day one. And just work your way through it. You get a business advisor, like someone that can coach you, answer your questions to stuff as well. Work with them closely because they're there to be able to guide you and get clarity on things. If you've joined the challenge, like the $7 course, then you can message me at any time with questions. I do make myself available for people and like members that have joined through me, all about support. In the first business I did, which was network marketing, like I didn't have any support. Like that first business, I spent $30,000 and like there was no support, right? I'd get like 1 minute off this person who I joined them off their time, which wasn't enough to really be able to succeed. But it's just, you said, so I worked my way through, but so much info, I'm bombarded. So I'd recommend you go through it again. Okay. And sometimes when you start looking at online business, digital marketing, you get so many distractions coming in from all places. Just ignore it all. Focus on that. Ask questions. You can join my Facebook group as well if you want. I've got a Facebook group that you guys can join. It's alexfordgroup.com. That'll forward you to the group, alexfordgroup.com. You can go ask any questions in that group anytime if you want as well, and I'll be happy to answer them. And Jab371, you're on again, man. Awesome that you've jumped on here. But you said, couldn't I find all this stuff in YouTube for free? Great question. Absolutely, you can. Yes, you can. You can find everything on YouTube for free. But here's the thing. I tried YouTube doing it for free. And when you go through a course that is structured in A to Z, right? You don't find this on YouTube. On YouTube, you get little bits here, little bits there. It's just all over the place. But also, it's like, anyone can put information on YouTube. How do you know to trust the person? How do you know they've got results? How do you know that they're actually really know the right information to succeed? So that's almost like saying, couldn't you find on YouTube how to be a doctor? Well, guess what, guys? You can find on YouTube how to be a doctor. You can find out, about biology. You can find about, symptoms and medicine and all that. But are you really going to go to YouTube? Like, would that make sense to go to YouTube to learn to be a doctor? No, because there's a lot of, conflicting information and people that aren't even doctors. Like, you want to go to college and learn to be a doctor step by step and get that right knowledge. Whereas with something like digital marketing, yes, you can. And you know what? I still learn from YouTube here and there. Like, I get ideas here and ideas there. But when you got to get that foundation first, right? That step-by-step foundation. And when you have that and you understand how it all works, then you can start looking for little bits here and there. But if you go straight to YouTube, it's very, very confusing, and it's more overwhelming than anything. So I hope that helps there, Jab. So let's continue with questions, guys, because there is a lot of questions. And Chris, I hope that answered your question as well about income streams. Let's continue here because we do have lots of questions. So someone says, okay, it's nice. So someone goes, all right, can you perform an illustration of how it works? Let's do that. I've got my Apple Pen. Oh, there it is. There we go. That's the Apple Pen there. Let me draw for you guys. Let me see if you can see that. Yeah, you guys can. All right. Let me draw an illustration of how digital marketing works. Okay, who wants to see this? We'll get my Picasso skills out now. So this is how digital marketing works. And by the way, if you guys decide to go through the $7 course, the challenge, this goes even deeper into all of this. Like, it's 15 days worth of education, so I can only go so far on these lives, right? Because there's lots of questions coming through. But let's do this. So there's 3 things that you need to be able to, again, make digital marketing work. So you need the product, which the product, usually the company is going to give you like the sales materials, usually a website where people can learn about the products. So I'm going to draw the, how do I do this actually? Okay, 1, 2, 3, I'm trying to figure out the right sizing. So this is going to be, we'll call it SP. That's the sales page, right? For the product. Usually there'll be a video there and there'll be text. And then there'll be a button for people to go buy. So a video, I don't know if you guys can see that, a video, text, and a button for people to go buy. And then what you want to do is you want to create that 2-page website. Not even create, you just import it. So by the way, guys, if you guys are getting value from this, let me know in the comments. Even just type in value. And you also, you can follow the account. If you're not following yet, because I do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Might be going live every day on TikTok and Instagram as well. So we'll see about that. But then what happens is you want to create that 2-page website that I showed you guys. Okay. So I've already shown you what that would look like, but basically there's going to be, let me have a look. How do we draw this? Just drawing it quickly. So there's going to be an opt-in page, and there's going to be what's called a bridge page. Okay. And then I know on Facebook, YouTube, you can see what I'm drawing, but there we go. Okay. So what happens is you're going to have, let me just have a look. Wow, the comments are going by so fast. Okay, so there's going to be an opt-in page, so where people put their name and email address. Then they're going to be taken to that second page, which there might be a video or maybe just text. It might be just text there of you sharing your story and sharing your experience with that product. And then they're going to go, and then you're going to send those people to the actual sales page to go purchase that product. And what happens is when they get to this page, the people that purchase, right, that's where the commissions are made, right? That's how it works. And usually, if someone doesn't buy, sometimes there's going to be a percentage of people that don't buy, but because you've collected their email address, then what you can do is you can send them out more information via email in an automated process, right? So for example, if they don't purchase, you might send them out, a series of emails with just a bit more information, maybe additional value, maybe sharing some stories, and that's going to do some follow-up. So, in the traditional sense of selling products, what would you have to do? Call people, right? And if they didn't purchase, but they were interested, you'd have to call them again and call them again and call them again and call them again. It's a lot of manual work. But now with the internet, you can set up a process where you can send out emails that are automated, and they're going to push people to go to the product to make a purchase. And that's the follow-up process, and you're going to make money. And then once you have that set up, of course, I don't know if I can make this smaller, but once you have that set up, then all you have to do is, I'm going to have to just draw it. I can't even do it because it's like, let me try to draw some arrows here. And then all you do is then you start driving people online from social media to that process, right? Where they can learn about the products and purchase. So I hope that makes sense. Again, it's all in my book. If you go like even this diagram, I created the like nicer diagram that actually explains that on my free ebook. So if you guys want to check it out, it's at alexfordbook.com, or the link is always on my profile. Like if you go to the profile on TikTok, Instagram, wherever, Facebook, you'll be able to see the link there. Tap that there, you'll be able to get access to the free book, and learn how you can get access. If you guys actually want to know step by step, point and click how to make that happen, you'll be able to get access to like that $7 course as well on how to do that. Let me continue because there is more questions coming through. And again, hit follow, guys, if you aren't following, because I am going most likely maybe probably next week start to go live every day on Facebook and TikTok, just giving all these tips and for people. So let me have a look. What other questions do we have? This is a great question. Do you think that freelancing and copywriting still have the same demand and potential? Awesome. So firstly, let me share what these two are. So freelancing could be websites like Fiverr.com, Upwork.com, where you can go and find jobs that people are offering. You can apply for them. But when I mean job is like individual jobs, like graphic design jobs, that sort of stuff. And you can apply for them. And then once you do the job, you complete the service, you'll get paid. That's one type of freelancing. It's okay if you want to make like an extra $300 per month, but it's not a significant. You're not going to make anything significant. And why? Well, with freelancing, especially if you're like in a Western country, there's just so much competition with people in like India, Pakistan. Obviously, nothing wrong with you guys. I love everyone and accepting of everyone, but because the economy, they can charge a lot less. There's a lot of competition. Right, so it's very hard to compete, but freelancing, it's okay if you want to make an extra $200-300 per month. Copywriting I love copywriting, guys. So copywriting is you actually learn about that during the 15-day challenge, where you actually learn digital marketing. Copywriting is just learning to write words that influence and sell. Okay, it's not like sales or EQ or anything. It's like how do you structure words in a way that's going to inspire people and that's going to motivate people to take action, right? To purchase something. And copywriting is very powerful. Now, there is something new. Who's heard of ChatGPT? Okay, so ChatGPT is this new way that you can, get AI to write stuff for you, right? So today it's very easy to not even have to learn how to write things. You can get AI to help you, but learning a little bit of copywriting is always very, like even basic stuff is very important. Like it could be just structuring things, right? So if you're going to sell a product, like for example, this would not be copywriting. And especially if you're doing it in words, it can help you with videos, stuff. But if I was going to sell this mug, I keep drinking my coffee as well. The bad way of promoting or using copywriting would be, hey, look at this mug. It's really cool. It says dad, you're going to love it. You should buy it. It's amazing, right? That's icky salesperson type of stuff. But copywriting is basically how can you promote something in a way that can inspire people to take action and buy, right? But in a motivational, inspiring way. So if I said, as an example, I have to make something up, right? But if I made up a story, it's like, hey, you know what? And I'm making this up, guys, okay? I don't even know how I'm going to do it. I say, okay, here's a story, okay? I'm just off the top of my head. If I was just like, do you know, like, I'm just trying to think when I bought this. I think my daughter was about 3 years old, roughly. Okay, so do you know I don't know. I'm stuck here because like when you write, you can break down ideas, but this is going to not sound the best, but I'll kind of give you an idea. So I could be like, do you know, like my daughter was 3 years old. Okay. And I was, still considered a new dad, and it was Father's Day, and man, like it was about to be the third Father's Day of my life. And being a father, it's just incredible, right? Being able to be a new dad and you have your kids, it's just like the love that you get from them and the love you can give for them, it's just like something I've never experienced in my life. And when it was about to be the third Father's Day, my daughter was like, Daddy, what do I get you? Daddy. And then we were walking through a shopping center once with my wife, and she saw this mug, right? And she showed it, and I was actually with them, and she's like, Daddy, I want to get you this, right? I said, world's best dad. And then when I picked it up, I read it, and I was just like, wow, like, okay, it says, provides great advice, always encouraging and protective, gives unconditionally, believes that you can achieve anything and shines with pride when you succeed, makes you laugh, can fix anything, tells dad jokes, and owns a free taxi, there to catch you if you fall. And any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a dad, right? And when she pointed out this mug, like literally, I got tears in my eyes, because although she was 3 and it was about to be my third Father's Day, I knew when I saw this mug, that's the father that I wanted to be. And if if you want to be the best father you can be for your kids, right? This is probably the mug you'd want to request for Father's Day. If you want to get it on Amazon here's a link, right? Like, do you see how, it's just like I kind of told an emotional story around the mug, and kind of, shared a little bit about the mug, but it wasn't like being like, oh, buy this mug. It's really, really cool, right? So that's kind of, let me know, guys, if that kind of makes sense. That's the emotional, like really being able to tap into emotions and sharing stories to be able to promote products. And when you do that online, like, that's the best way to be able to get people to purchase. So that's copywriting. Copywriting is always going to be a skill that's going to be able to help you with making an income online. Very simple to learn as well. It's not complex. Just really sharing a story and your experience. If you're getting value from this, hit like, hit those emotions, and hit follow if you're not following yet as well, because I go live every Wednesday doing these live trainings. So let's continue, guys. I've got more questions. So with digital marketing, okay, someone asked, what is the earning potential in the first 3 months? So basically, how much money can you earn? So that really depends for everyone, because, and I like to be transparent too. I don't like all those big income claims, that people are like 50K a month or more, because although that's possible, most people are not going to achieve that. And why? Well, because most people are not going to take any action at all, right? Some people are going to get my free ebook that I shared, that's linked on my profile, but they're not even going to read it, right? Some people are going to purchase a course like the 15-day challenge $7 course I mentioned. Most people are not going to go through that, right? So there's going to be people that never make any money because they never take any action at all. For example, for me, when I started doing digital marketing, so, when I got that $7 course, which you can learn from my ebook, if you go to alexfordbook.com, you'll be able to learn more. But after I went through that, really 2 weeks of learning digital marketing, that's what it took. And then within my first 3 months, I'd made $11,000 online with digital marketing because of what I learned in that $7 course, right? Now, that was in my first 3 months. And then I went on to make a 6-figure income, which I do today, promoting multiple products using digital marketing, and get to stay home around my kids, right? So there's lots of possibilities here. I know people that in the first 3 months, they've made $50,000, $100,000 a month. Now, is that possible for everyone? Well, no, because again, not everyone's going to take action, right? I know someone said awesome. So, but not everyone's going to take action on that course, right? And the people that don't take action aren't going to make money, right? So someone's like, that's a great question. Someone's like, what's the name of the course? It's called the 15-day challenge. That's Shahed. If you want to learn more about that, just go to alexfordbook.com, or if you go to my profile, okay, on Instagram or TikTok, any platform, on the bio, there's a link there, right? And if you just tap the link, that's going to take you to get my free ebook there. That'll teach you about digital marketing. And when you opt in there, you're going to see a video from me where I share a bit about my story. I talk about the course as well, the $7 course, and then that'll be a second video to watch, which will teach you more about it. And that's what the membership site looks like, all right? Because you were asking there. So that's the course, right? Someone says, and again, the first three months for me was $11,000. And I've known people that have made a lot more, but you got to take action, guys. Like if you choose to get something like this, like I don't even know if I can even bring it up, but there's so many. Actually, I'm not going to bring it up because I probably could. I don't want to share personal information from people, but there's a lot of people that, like, I get tons of people purchasing that course every week, and the amount of people that they'll purchase it, about half of them don't even go through that course, because people purchase something because they want change, but then then they don't do anything about it. So it's like people that purchase a gym membership and then they don't go to the gym, but they feel good about themselves because they purchased the gym membership. But it's like, if you really want change in your life, you got to take action and do the thing. And when it comes to digital marketing, it's learning those skills, because and it's only 2 weeks. And when you learn those skills, that'll help you make money and ultimately transform your life, and you quit your 9-to-5. I haven't had a 9-to-5 since 2014. So next year, it'll be 10 years that I haven't had a 9-to-5, because, I can get to work online from home around my family now. Best gift ever. So someone asked, do we need to show our face and make videos like you? Yes and no. Okay, it's totally up to you. There's so many different ways to do digital marketing. So you could do, Mesa is, how much is the course? It's $7. Mesa, I know you're on TikTok there. By the way, guys, if you get value, hit like, follow my account as well if you guys want to keep getting these tips. Why too many currency digital get down? I'm not sure what your question was, Mesa, before. Can you give me a good currency? I don't understand your question. But so I was about showing your face. No, you don't have to show your face. There's lots of people there's 3 ways you can do it. You can show your face and talk kind of like the way I do. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You could do where you just record your everyday life. I've got videos, so I'm just recording things, doing things with my kids, doing things in my everyday life, and then not talking. And then I just put text on the screen, like on the screen. That's a good way. You can use platforms like canva.com, where you can create videos where Mesa's like, yeah, just a $7. Exactly, Mesa. Like, what's crazy, Mesa? Like, some people are just like, oh my God, like $7. They don't want to spend $7. But yesterday, I put it in my stories. I went out for breakfast with my wife, and we spent $45, right, on breakfast, like coffee and breakfast. And most people, overthink $7. And by the way, if for some reason you go through the course and you don't get value and you don't enjoy it, you can request your $7 back, and they'll buy back that course. So they just have like a no risk thing, which, they'll give that money back if you don't get value from the course. But you will get my support too, and you can message me anytime, and I'll be there to answer questions. But in terms of videos, back to videos again, you don't have to show your face. You can create videos without showing yourself at all. So there's lots of options. There's also Pinterest, where you just put images. You don't have to do any video. So there's lots of different ways to do it. So Shared Gavin says, do you think talent had anything to do with it? Do you mean in terms of making an income on like my first $11,000 in my first 3 months that I made with digital marketing? No, not at all. So all it requires is, and this is like anything, it requires a willingness to learn new things, because it's developing skills, right? For me, I don't like when people promote, oh, it's this easy thing, because it's never easy. It could be simple, right? Like, this is simple. I do about 2 hours of work a day to build my business, to make 6 figures a year. But there's still work, and work is work, no matter, I don't know, no matter how you slice it or whatever that saying is, right? It's still work, right? You still got to learn things. You still got to put work ethic and be consistent every day to take action. And you know what? I'll be honest. I haven't even been as consistent as I wanted to be these last few months. Just had stuff going on. And, I think I was probably putting about, for example, I do talking videos and stuff like that, and they're not always talking either. And I was probably putting out maybe 5 a week on average. And I was still making a 6-figure income. But as of last week, I'm like, no, I want to get to those higher levels of income, right? Really high. I'm not going to talk about numbers right now until I get there. But now I'm like, all right, I'm going to put 3 videos out a day. Okay. And I'm not even coming up with the ideas often. Some of the ideas are mine. Other ideas is just like what's trending, what's going viral. How can I make that, duplicate that and make it my own and make it a bit more unique, right? By the way, I'd love to know who's enjoying my content. I have never asked that. Let me know in the comments if you've been enjoying my content this week specifically, because, and who's noticed the kind of the shift, the change in the content I'm creating. I'm involving my family a lot more now, by the way, guys. So there's like I never wanted to do dancing videos, like literally. And you don't have to do dancing videos, by the way. Like, you know, I don't know many people that do dancing videos, but my daughter started her own Instagram account and my wife's kind of managing that with her now. And they're like, oh, let's do dancing videos. Let's do this. So I'm kind of, and I'm not really a dancer, though it really should be my blood because I'm Latino. I'm originally from El Salvador, so like Central America. But it's just like I'm all awkward but you know what? I don't care because it's still fun and I get to spend time with my kids creating reels and videos and dances and they love it. They love being part of it. And who knows, maybe by me being uncomfortable doing it, maybe in a few months I'll be a good dancer, right? But anyway, let's continue because there's more comments coming on, people jumping on. If you guys have any more questions, just let me know, guys. Let me know. Oh, but yeah, the question for Shahed was, do you need talent? No. You just got to be willing to learn new things. Like the fact that I made $11,000 US in my first 3 months doing digital marketing, it was just, okay, this is what it is. It's a burning desire. When you have a burning desire, like literally have fire in your belly and I love this shirt, right? Hustle mode. When you want to do something new, right, and learn skills and take action, and you get yourself into hustle mode because you have this burning desire for change, that's going to drive you to take action. That's going to drive you to learn new things and do the thing to be able to make an income, to make that income online, right? So that's all it takes. That's really all it takes. It's not talent. And talent, let me share something with you guys. I think I still have it. So many years ago when I got into online business, the other day I found the very first video I ever attempted to do. The first video ever I attempted to do. Who wants to see that video? Oh my God, who wants to see it's so embarrassing. And you know what? I actually released it on a podcast episode from last week. And we were having a conversation with one of my friends that does digital marketing. His name is Mark. He had a $100,000 day. How crazy is that? He did it once. He's made multiple seven figures, but he made 100,000 in one day, about 3 or 4 years ago. So, and then on that podcast, I decided to share this video because I had just found it and it was really embarrassing to share it. But if you guys want to see that video, let me know. I'm trying to find it here as well. I don't know if I'm going to find it. Let me have a look. Actually, recently imported. There we go. Oh, come on. Here it is. Here it is. Let me bring it up, guys. So if you talk about talent, a lot of people are like, oh, but you need to know how to do digital marketing. Oh, but you need to know how to do this. You do not, as long as you're willing to learn new things. Okay. So let me get this video. I found it on my computer, but now I've got to get it on my iPad. There it is. And I'm going to have to bring up the volume. Here we go. Okay. Where is it? I don't know. I don't even know if the sound's actually going to, okay, there we go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to play it a different way. Here we go. Have to unplug it. See if you can see it. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to put the speaker right next to the microphone. Okay. So this was in 2011, actually specifically in November 2011. I had started my first online business in August 2011. Okay. So this was August, September, October, 3 months in. This was a different type of business. Okay. I didn't really learn a lot of skills or anything. They didn't even teach you how to do, good marketing. And I attempted to make my very first video while I was in Tahiti. Okay. I'd made a bit of money and I went to Tahiti for a conference as well with that company. And this was my first video, which, by the way, this is freaking embarrassing that I'm even going to play this again. All right. But let me do it. All right. Anyways, after I've watched it, then we can compare. You guys will see, everything is learned, guys. Everything is learned. So let me hit play. There we go. There we go.
Hey guys, so this is Alex. I'm coming to you from Tahiti. Hey guys, so this is Alex. I'm coming to you from Le Méridien Hotel in Tahiti. Now, I'm here at our 5-day event.
So bad.
Hey guys, this is Alex. I'm coming to you from Le Méridien Hotel, Tahiti. Now, I'm here for our 5-day event.
Like, seriously.
150 to 200 other amazing people. Now, I just want to let you know that today was the first day of the event and it was incredible.
This is so bad.
The things you just learn from here, it's, what can I say? It's mind-blowing.
It's the first video I ever attempted to do, guys.
Definitely life-changing. We're learning some concepts about life. If you've ever thought there's no manual to life, think wrong.
Did you guys hear that? Okay, probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever done on a live. But guys, that was the first video I ever attempted to record. And what happened, because I went to Tahiti, I was at this conference, I'd bought this camera because I wanted to kind of start making videos, like just talking on for YouTube and stuff. And literally I hit record and I didn't everything requires skill, guys. Like, how do you structure what you're going to say? What's your topic? How is it going to add value to people? And I wasn't taught that. And I attempted to do that video. It was so embarrassing. It was uncomfortable. And what happened was, like, after that, I didn't attempt to make a video for probably 5 years, roughly. Quite a few years. So 2000, maybe 4 years, roughly. But when it comes to like, do you need to have talent to do digital marketing, right? No, you don't. You just got to be willing to learn new things and, learn new skills and take action. And that's going to help you move forward to being able to, generate an income online, which, of course, when you learn those skills and you do that work, that's going to help you to ultimately quit your 9-to-5 job. So I hope that helps, guys. In terms of that question, let's just keep going through this. Let me have it. What exactly is online marketing? So I think I already answered this question. So someone said, what exactly is online marketing and what are the fundamentals that are needed to start? So let's talk about that again, right? So, online marketing, digital marketing is like the new term for the same thing, right? But digital marketing is promoting other companies' products online in exchange for commissions. So it's very simple to do, right? You don't have to create your own products. You don't have to do the customer service, just anything technical like that. You're just focusing on, some simple promotional strategies on social media. Anyone can do it, right? You can do it in about 1 to 2 hours per day. And you can even do it in your spare time. But really all you're doing is like driving people to go learn about those products that you're promoting. And when those people purchase those products, you make a percentage of every sale. Now, there's definitely some things to understand there as well where, you don't want to be promoting products where you're going to earn $1 or $5 per sale, because that just takes a lot of effort. It's very frustrating. You want to be promoting products where you're going to pay something significant, like $1,000 commission, right? $2,000 commissions. They're much high value products. They're much higher, high price products, high value products. So they add a lot more value to people, and they're going to pay you even a lot more in commissions, because when you're able to make, I think so last time I was looking at Amazon, right? If you were to sell books on Amazon, let's say a $30 book, the commission percentage is about 4.5%. You earn about $1.35 per book. Guess how many books you have to sell per week to make $1,000 per week? 750 books. 750 books. Whereas you promote products that you're going to get paid like $1,000 per product that's sold, then all you have to do is work on getting one sale per week, and you make $1,000. And eventually you can get to 2 sales per week, and eventually you can get to a sale a day, right? And that's how you get towards making an income. Now, of course, when you get started with digital marketing, you're not going to start making 1 sale a day from the get-go, right? Like in my first 3 months, I made $11,000 because there was that initial learning curve to start actioning and learning and taking action. But you know what? Once those 3 months passed through, and I made those 11,000 US, well, guess what that does for your belief? You're like, oh my God, like this works. You can make an income using digital marketing, and then you're able to grow your business and scale it to now, I've got a 6-figure business per year, and I'm able to be around my family, around my kids, right? Which is amazing. So with digital marketing, all you need is a product to promote, right? And I'd recommend getting my ebook. My free ebook will teach you how to be able to do that. The link is linked on my profile. And as I was discussing as well, like if you want to dive even deeper and know how to do that step by step, and have those resources, there's a $7 course, the one I took, that taught me how to do all of this. Very simple to do, and it'll walk you through step by step how to do that. But once you've got that product to promote, usually they'll give you like an affiliate link, a link that's tagged to you. So when someone purchases that product, you're the one that's going to earn that percentage of that sale. And then you just start focusing on the promotional side of things on social media. And lots of platforms you can choose. You can choose TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You don't even have to do videos. You could do like Pinterest or Facebook. That's a lot of text-based, image-based as well. So there's lots of ways to be able to make an income to get people to buy those products. By the way, guys, if you're getting value, hit like, hit follow as well, so that, because I go live on these once per week as well, answering questions for digital marketing. So let's go to another question. So someone says, do you think creating a digital marketing agencies are oversaturated? I don't really work with digital marketing agencies as such. Digital marketing agencies is different. So for those that want to know, digital marketing agency is basically where you do the marketing for other companies, right? So I know it kind of sounds similar, but it's different actually, very different. So for example, you could approach restaurants and you'd be like, hey, I can promote your restaurant on social media, online, right? And then they'll pay you for the service, and you promote people to go to that restaurant. Or chiropractors, you could, run ads for chiropractors. That I've done it, and I don't enjoy it because it still felt like a job. It still felt, I don't know, there's a lot of frustration with it that comes with it. And they're always calling you, you're always having to do things for them, run new ads, do this. But in terms of is it oversaturated, I would say digital marketing will never be oversaturated in any capacity. So whether it was digital marketing agencies, because there's always going to be businesses that need to get more customers and grow their business. But even when you want to make your own income, it's never going to be oversaturated. Like a lot of people are like, oh, digital marketing, another term for it is affiliate marketing, just promoting other companies' products online. And they're like, oh, it's oversaturated. But it's actually not, because there is I think it was 8 billion people in the world now. And there's not even, there was stats. I'm not even going to be able to find them right now. But there was stats that I found. I'm not going to attempt. So there was stats recently made in terms of people that watch YouTube. And that's just one way that method that you can use to promote products and make an income online. And the stats were just on average, right? It was like something like 3 billion people use YouTube to be able to consume content, right? Just to consume content. Well, actually, it was percentages as well. I think that was roughly the numbers. But the percentage, this is what it was. Okay, I remember now. 99.95 Get that? That's almost 100%. 99.95% of people consume content on YouTube, which just means they go on YouTube to just watch stuff and consume it. I would guess it would be similar to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, right? So like, let's just call it 99.5%, okay, to even it out. So 99.5% of people consume content on YouTube. On the other end of things, it was less than 0.5%, less than 0.5% of people create content on YouTube. Someone's like, F you, nigga, you got no fans. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Clearly, you know who I am, that I have no fans. So, and if you're not a fan, just unfollow me. If you're not unfollow me, block me. You won't get any more of my content, but I don't really appreciate haters on here. All right, man. So let's continue. So what was that? 99.5% of people just consume content, and less than 0.5% of people create content or create anything online. So what does that mean, right? It means that it's a tiny little percentage of people that create videos or create marketing or promotional things compared to the people that consume. So when you have that tiny little amount of people that create, most people are always going to watch and consume. But when you can get into becoming a creator, right, and you don't have to show your face on camera either. Like I've seen a lot of YouTube channels, and obviously you can do Pinterest with just images. But when you start creating content, right, you become part of that 0.5%. And when you promote other people's products, right, then you can create content and make a lot of money, right? And that 0.5% of creators is never going to change much, right? It might grow a tiny bit, but when you start learning digital marketing, you're positioning yourself into an industry, into a way of making, like, it's a profession, right? It's like a job, it's a business that you can make an income for the rest of your life, really, and never have to worry about money again, because you have the skills and you know how to get people from online in front of products where they can purchase them, right? So it's never going to be oversaturated. And the other thing as well is a lot of people are like, oh, I see a lot of videos and content around, digital marketing, affiliate marketing. And just because they see it a lot, they think it's oversaturated. But what they don't know is that the way social media works is, I'd love to know if anyone's noticed this. As soon as you watch a video, let's say around side hustles, digital marketing, as soon as you watch one, you might watch the first one, then you might watch the second one and you might like it. And then guess what happens? Social media starts like putting, like, for example, Instagram or TikTok will be like, oh, this person likes, digital marketing content. Great, let's put more digital marketing content in front of this person. And then all of a sudden they're going to go, like, they're going to swipe up on their phone and it's going to be, digital marketing content, and it's going to feel like it's oversaturated, but it's not. Okay. It only feels oversaturated because the fact that you watched a couple of videos, now social media is going to serve more of that content. But there is literally billions of people online that have never even heard about what, digital marketing is, affiliate marketing is. So, and they've never watched any content around that, right? So the goal for a digital marketer, and this is just for any products online as well, is you just want to start creating short form videos. You can show your face. You don't have to show your face as well to promote your products. And that's going to reach thousands of people on social media. And when it reaches, like, again, I think I mentioned earlier, my daughter started her own Instagram account 6 weeks ago. And over the last 30 days, she's basically had 500,000 people that she's reached with her account. Now, she's not selling anything yet on her account, but in 30 days, she's reached 500,000 people. And that's from a new account. So when you can do that, reach a lot of people, you're going to have a lot of those people going to your account, clicking on the link for your product, that product that you're promoting, that other company's product, and they're going to purchase, right? It's simple, right? And that's just the way digital marketing works. You guys getting value from this? Let me know in the comments below, and hit like, hit follow if you guys are getting value, because we do these every Wednesday. Might be doing them every day as well. I don't know how I'm going to go with that, but hey, you got to be committed when you just, when you want to do something new, you just got to follow through. So let me see what other questions. Do you guys have any other questions? I think I've answered most of the questions here. Someone's asked, how can I start digital marketing? So number one, I would recommend, if you haven't got my free ebook, start there, because that's going to walk you through a lot of this. It's going to give you, knowledge into what products to promote, how digital marketing works. The book is, you can get it at alexfordbook.com, or just tap the link in my bio. You'll be able to get that. Like literally, all you go is tap, my name, like my picture on this live stream. That'll take you to, this is the Instagram, it'll be the same on TikTok or Facebook. But when you go there, there's a link right there on the bio. You just tap that there, and that's going to take you to go get my free ebook, which actually explains digital marketing for you. And when you get it, be sure, like, watch this video. Like, this is, I share my story, a bit more training about digital marketing on there as well. And then you'll learn about that. Like, I was talking about the $7 course that walks you step by step how to do this, how to set it up, how to start doing the marketing side of things and the promotion, right? $7 course. And again, that's what it looks like. Once you get into the membership site, you've got all the 2 weeks on the left. You've got the training video. There's actionable steps that you can take here. It's like an online college for digital marketing, guys, right? $7. And literally, this course totally changed my life. In the beginning, my kids actually left to school because I'm in Australia. And they came and gave me a hug while I was doing this, right? And that's the beauty. It's like, I don't have to go to a job. Like they go to school and then they come home to me, after school, which is amazing. But that's a $7 course. In my first 3 months after going through this course, I made $11,000 by going through this. And now I make a 6-figure income online, from home around my family, like literally. Like if you want to learn some new skills, that's going to help you, leave your 9 to 5 and be home with your family. Like that's the course to do it. So again, just go get, the links on my profile. And that's how you get started. CM Samoto asked that question there. And then, should it be something of interest to you? Here we go. I'm not sure what this question means, but how do you know where to start? Should it be something of interest to you? Let me think about this question. Okay. So how do you know where to start? Again, something's going to make sense for you to do, of course, right? It's got to make sense for you. And what I would recommend, because you're saying, should it be of interest to you? Like, should you be interested in digital marketing to make digital marketing to be able to do it? So I would say, I said this to my wife and my kids the other day, we don't put pressure on our kids on what they want to be when they grow up, because I think it's just going to naturally happen. And when you choose a career, I think it's important to not just focus on the money. Like, what are you going to do when you grow up so that you make money, right? It's going to be something that you enjoy, and there's always more aspects to it. Like if you want to have a good lifestyle, but you want to be a doctor, you're probably going to be working a lot of hours as a doctor, or maybe a lawyer or something like that, right? But it's like, I don't want to put pressure on our kids. But you want to know if it's something that you're going to enjoy, right? But for me, when I started doing digital marketing, it wasn't because I liked digital marketing. In fact, I didn't like marketing. I remember after high school, I went to, it's kind of like college, to learn marketing and management, because I wanted to do management, but they kind of bundled up marketing with it. And I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the traditional marketing, like what you're going to learn at college. It's very different, right? And because of that, I thought, I don't want to do marketing. But when I knew that you could make an income online to, like, you don't even have to have a job, you can stay at home, you can be around your family, that is what appealed to me. So digital marketing wasn't necessarily of interest to me. Staying home, being home around my family, making an income, and having total control and flexibility, and working 2 to 3 hours a day, that was what was of interest to me. And because of that, I just had to find what is the right thing that's going to help me to be able to achieve that, right? And for me, it was digital marketing. But then, of course, you got to learn, well, how does it work, which we've discussed in this live stream today. But again, because you're asking, how to find out if it's interest of you, this is from Mrs. Busy 215. I'd recommend start with my free ebook, right? If you go to alexfordbook.com, or you can just go to my profile there, and the link will literally be right there on my profile. This is Instagram, but it'd be the same on TikTok, on Facebook. The link will be there. You just tap that link. That'll get you the free ebook, and you'll learn how you can get access. I'm not going to say it over and over again, but I've been saying it, the $7 course that I took that taught me everything about digital marketing, which is the course that helped me to make $11,000 US in my first 3 months doing it, right? And now, if you guys see that frame there, or depending on what platform you're on, angles are different. But that picture frame behind me, that was an award that I got for making $100,000 with one product, right? Doing digital marketing, affiliate marketing. I can't, it's weird to point, right? And that's just one of many, many products that I promoted that I've made over way over $100,000 promoting it, right? So, and that award, oh man, like there's actually a video on. I might post it to my stories later. Let me just take a note. So when I got that award, I created a video when it came in the mail, and my kids literally, we ran to the door together to open up the award. And guess what? That was an incredible day, because digital marketing wasn't anymore just about staying home with my kids and making an income. It was about showing my kids what is possible, showing them that they can make an income online, showing them that there's options, right? In school, I don't know if you guys remember, it's still the same. They never talk about, like, school is here we go. We're going down the rabbit hole now. School is about, it's like a factory line, right? We're putting the kids on the conveyor belt and we're making them all the same, so that when they come out at the end of the conveyor belt, at the end of the factory, they're going to be employees, and they're going to be good employees that know how to follow orders, right? That is the point of school at the end of the day, and it still is. And in school, we talk to my kids often about this, because we actually teach them about business and life and success and all of that. They don't teach about business. They don't teach that there are options, right? They don't teach about what to do with your money. Like, did you guys ever learn anything about money in school? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments, right? Did you ever learn about money in school? And I don't mean how do you count money, like, $1, $2, 5 plus 5 is $10. Like, I don't mean that. I mean, did you ever really learn about, different ways to make money? So someone says, homeschool your kids, guys. So Dre01, do you homeschool your kids? I would have loved to know, actually, because you know what? And I'm not sure what your name is. I'll call you Dre. But Dre, like, we've been thinking about homeschooling our kids because we can. Like, my wife's, she doesn't work. She's, like, I've retired my wife. Someone says, I don't like the sound. Is weird. Can you fix? I'm not sure. Guys, anyone else hear my sound coming weird? No one else has said it so far. Maybe it might just be the connection or something. Sometimes that happens for people. But we've been considering homeschooling our kids, because one of the things we've noticed is, the schooling system, it really instills into kids being an employee, right? And not really having other options. You doesn't need to talk so close. You don't need to talk so close. Okay. So better is, okay, no, I understand. It's because I have a microphone actually that's connected to the whole system as well. And I don't know why there is a buzz sound. There shouldn't be a buzzing sound. But anyways, it's so good quality. No, I appreciate it. So yeah, that's why. So I've got, like, literally this little setup, and then go with the microphone and mix. It took me a while to set up. But going back to the school thing, right? If you guys are getting value, hey Leonie, see that you jumped on here. So you're saying sound is static. That is very strange. Anyway, we are going to continue. I have to do some tests later. But if you guys are getting value, hit follow as well. Hit the like button, because I go off, do these live trainings often. But going back to schooling, right? What was I saying? Yeah, so we have been considering about homeschooling our kids, because I work from home. I've retired my wife. She's a stay-at-home mom. So we've been considering that because, again, school teaches kids how to be employees, and a lot of the other kids come from employee homes as well. So my kids are very different, though. They have such a good understanding of business, success, like all these things. And they're telling us, like, oh, school was saying this, school was saying that. So they know there's options. But the thing is, for us, it's like, we really want our kids to know there's options, to be real entrepreneurs if they want to be. And it seems like they're heading in that direction, because we want them to have options. And when they have kids, like my son, he's got a very analytical brain. It's really, really cool, right? But he might end up being an engineer. Who knows? He might have an engineering business or something. He's got that kind of brain. But my daughter, she's already got her. She just crossed 100 subscribers on YouTube, and she's crossed 500 followers on Instagram. She started with zero followers, right? And she's loving it. So for her, I feel like I think it's different for women. Right. And I'm not going to speak for the women here. This is just, I'm throwing out opinions, right? So not here to offend anyone, but I know there's this whole like feminist movement and stuff like, oh, you got to work and I'm not going to have kids. And what's that woman? That was Chelsea Handler. She's like this super feminist that, women don't have to have kids. They don't have to get married. And she doesn't seem like a very happy person either. Right. But like there's this thing where women just want to work and not have kids. But the thing is, now there's options. And I don't want my daughter to, be 25 and be like, I'm just going to work and never have kids because they just want to work in a corporate job. Where now it's like, especially for women, they can work online, right? They can make an income literally just from their phones. You don't even have to have a laptop. Right? You can just use the phone. You do 95% of your work. You work 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, and then you can be around your kids. And I think that is probably one of the best gifts the internet has given to moms, right? But even to dads. Now dads, they don't have to be like working away like myself in a 9 to 5, in a corporate where you're not able to see your kids as much. Now you can come home and do your work. Like literally, I'm around at home. This is my home office at home. And little studio that I've set up, which you don't even need, by the way. You just have a phone. So moms can be at home, have a career online around their kids, make an income, even make more money than their husbands, right? I have a friend. So I earn a 6-figure income from home around my family, which is amazing. I have a friend that she works 2 to 3 hours a day, does digital marketing as well. And she's just got to, and I know this is going to seem unrealistic, but it's true. Like I swear to God, she's earning $100,000 US per month now. Like it's crazy. She literally just hit that, and it's like she's making it consistent. I'd probably say between 90 to 100,000 US per month. And guess what? She works 3 hours. She works 3 hours a day. She homeschools her kid. Talking about homeschooling her kids, she just retired her husband, who used to be like he worked in a trade. I think pouring concrete. Her name's M. I don't know if you guys might know her. And she makes an amazing income, and she's retired her husband. So there are options, right? You don't have to be this feminist that you need to be a man and go and work a corporate job and never have kids ever in your whole life, right? Now you can have a good life, have an amazing income, have an amazing career, have an amazing kids, because when you're home, you can be more present with your kids and raise healthier and stronger kids, right? You can have it all. But it all starts with learning new skills and starting your own business online, digital marketing, because that's how it's helped us to do it. So how did this all start? Just kind of going, just randomly talking here, but it all started with homeschooling, right? So we've been thinking about doing that. And there's a lot of craziness going on in the world as well. Like it's crazy. I don't know if you guys have kids, but even in like the stuff kids are learning in school these days, like it was never what I learned in school. Like there's just a lot of, like a lot of political things and teachers inputting their advice into children as well. It's no longer just go to school and learn maths, arithmetic, science, or whatever. Like it's all these other things. So for us, it's like, well, we really want our kids to be home so that they can, be amazing adults when they grow up. So Leonie says some kids excel more than conventional school. Yeah. So I would love homeschool if I had them. Leonie, awesome. Do you have kids, Leonie? I actually don't know if you have kids. But yes, some kids would excel more at home than at school. Though I would say sometimes some kids, I don't know, they might potentially, we've even thought about a private school, but then a private school is even more. It's just like in private school, like me and my wife went to a private school. My wife went to like a kind of like a higher end private school, and then it's kids, one pup. Okay, amazing. Been wanting to get a pup as well. We'll see. But yeah, with like private schools, it's super academic and there's tons of homework and yeah. So I don't think we will put our kids there. So Amol says, Alex, where are you from? So I live in Australia, Perth, Australia, but I'm originally from El Salvador in Central America, right? So for those that are in the US, Canada, Latin America, I'm originally from there. I was in the US in Florida as well. I can't wait to go back, probably make a trip next year. But anyway, so let me just scroll back here because there was a lot of things. This is like, okay. So waifu said, just far away sounds better because I have a strong voice. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate that. We have to learn it ourselves because they don't teach us. Yeah, exactly. So Faraday says we have to learn it ourselves because they don't exactly teach us about it. Yeah. So about money, right? You don't learn about money in school. By the way, do you guys want to know about an amazing book that I would highly recommend to read? Let me see if I can find it on my books app. Guys, if you, so we've been talking about, and this isn't a topic I often talk about, like ever, like, you know, homeschooling, raising your kids and all that. But if you guys want to learn, and we're talking about school doesn't teach you about money. They don't teach you about business, entrepreneurship, investing. They don't teach you about your mindset and success, right? All these things that for people like, oh my God, like if schools really taught kids about how to become financially independent and actually be in control of their finances instead of just becoming an employee and, you know, just a follower, not even a leader, right? Like so many of us, obviously I am, but I mean, so many people in the world would be more financially free because they'd be able to take control of their lives, right? But if you want to start learning about, making an income, like entrepreneurship skills about money, let me show you a book. I'm gonna, because this book did it for me, guys. All right, this was a book that kind of started it all for me. And let me see, where are we? So that's the one. And how do we go to page 1? I'm trying to figure this out. Content, here we go. So this book, okay. There we go. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay, I would highly recommend it, guys. Go get it. I would give you guys an affiliate link if I could on here, but I don't have it at the moment. But you know what? Let me get it for you guys. You can get it on Amazon too. Like it's an amazing book. But basically, the premise of this book was I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments if you guys have read this book. Right? I would love to know if you guys have read it, and let me know what you guys think too. Where are we? There we go. So that book is basically, the premise of it is, his name's Robert, and when he was young, his dad was like an academic. He was like a teacher. He was very academic, but they were always poor. They looked rich. Like, it looked like I had a big house, but they never had money. They were in debt, right? They couldn't really do, much in their lives. And the advice that he generally got from his dad in schooling was, you got to work, you got to go to school or go to college, get good grades, and then you go to work, for 40, 50 years of your life. And then when you retire, then you can enjoy life, right? Like that's the common thing. But most people retire broke. I mean, even if they have a house paid off, they're still broke because they'll have a house, but they're not going to have an income coming in, right? They're not going to have and then income runs out very quickly. So Renee says, I've listened to Rich Dad Poor Dad on audio on YouTube. Awesome. So yeah, I think you can find it on YouTube as well. By the way, talking about digital marketing, right? Before, just a quick side note, like digital marketing is just promoting other people's products online, and you're in a percentage of the sale. And literally, I'm on Amazon, and I'm like, cool, where's the book? Rich Dad Poor Dad. And then I'm like, okay, how can I? Cool. Then you can get a link here, literally. And if you guys want to get the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, there we go. And then check this out. So I would recommend the book if you guys can, if you can find it on YouTube, the audiobook, awesome. But there we go. If you get that link, there's a link, and you can, I can't do it on TikTok. But on Instagram, I put the link there to Rich Dad Poor Dad. Get the book, guys. because that is what schools should really be teaching people, right? About money. How do you make money? How do you invest money? What do you do with your money? How do you make money work for you, right? And that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, is absolutely going to help you guys understand the mindset of business. Leonie, I know you've got your own business as well. It's such a different mindset to being an employee, but when you read this book, that'll help you with any business that you guys are going through. And by the way, I'd also recommend get my book. My book's free. My book's free. Six-figure formula, which will show you what digital marketing is, like how to actually promote other companies' products online, and ultimately be able to quit your job, right? So what you're going to learn in that book, by the way, it's Alex Ford book, alexfordbook.com, or just tap the link on my profile and you'll be able to get it for free. But what I teach in that book, that's when I first started learning digital marketing. In my first 3 months, I made $11,000. I don't even remember I think the first month was something like I think it was like $4,000 and $2,000, and the difference, the other $6,000 was on like month 3. And that's how I did that. And then I've gone on to build a 6-figure business, and that award behind me, that one back there, depending where you're looking at, this is for earning 6 figures, promoting one product online, right? You learn how you can do that in my book. So like literally a combination of reading my book with Rich Dad Poor Dad, that'll help you to start moving forward in your life and actually changing your financial situation as well, right? Because changing our financial situations always starts with knowledge. Always starts with knowledge. Okay, it's like if you get a job, whatever job, right? Like a new job, could even be even if it was like as a secretary, or even if you get a job as like, just simple stuff like a cleaner or something, you still got to learn how to do it. You still got to, someone's got to teach you, someone's got to walk you through, if you're a receptionist, what are you going to do in that office? You got to learn stuff, right? You're not just going to go, oh, I'm going to do this new job and think that you already know how to do it, because you don't. You actually have to learn. So when you learn skills for digital marketing, which my book will teach you, that's going to start teaching you the knowledge on how to make an income by promoting other people's products online. So it always starts with knowledge. And my book will start teaching you the strategy side of things, right? Like how do you actually do digital marketing? And then that book I shared with you guys, which is the Rich Dad Poor Dad book, that book's going to help you understand how do you think about digital marketing? How do you think about business? How do you think about money, right? And it's going to change your mindset. Like, what's the difference between being an employee and being a business owner? And then you're going to start noticing, wow, like the things that hold people back from even creating financial success is, thinking that I can't think of it at the moment, right? But you're thinking that you have to work hard your whole life, right? A lot of people think. Someone says, can you share the link for your book? Sure. I actually haven't really shared the link on there. But you asked that. It's alexfordbook.com. So let me just put it in here anyway, alexfordbook.com. But also the link is on my profile on any of my accounts. There we go. There you go, Amo. That's the link there. Alex, I don't know if I can actually, let me see if I can pin that. Yep, there we go. I pinned that, alexfordbook.com. But yeah, so, learning about money, right? So it's like what happens is like our parents, okay, here we go. Go to put myself into the zone because I haven't been thinking about money, like stuff. But here's the thing. It's like when we're struggling in our lives financially, and I know this is tough, like I'm going to be direct here. Guess whose fault it is? Guess whose fault it is? Our parents, our teachers, our church potentially, the people around us that have authority. Because when we're children, what happens is we pick up all the beliefs of like if that's us, we pick up all the beliefs of the people around us. Okay. So not everyone, but generally, and almost everyone, right? If there's a poor kid, if you're a poor kid and you're born into a poor environment and everyone around you is poor, what do you think is going to happen to that poor kid when they grow up to be an adult? Are they going to be wealthy? No. The chances, okay, not guaranteed, because sometimes people can break free from that cycle, but the chances are that kid is going to end up poor when they're older. Why? Because they learned the beliefs, the habits of the values, maybe, of the people around them. Okay. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, if you have a kid that grows up around a wealthy family, okay, I'm sure you guys could probably think about, wealthy people with kids who become wealthy as well, right? Hello there, Kish Hospitality. So if a kid is born into a wealthy family, what do you think is going to happen to that kid when they become an adult? They're probably going to be wealthy. Why? Because they're also going to learn the beliefs, the habits, the strategies, the business strategies of the people around them, their parents, most likely just their parents. I wouldn't say their teachers necessarily. And then when they grow up, they're going to be wealthy because they're going to learn how their mom, how their dad did it, right? But what happens is when you're struggling financially in your life, a lot of the time it's because your parents struggled financially. Who's ever experienced that? At one point, I struggled financially in my life. I had a lot of debt. I didn't have any options on how to change my life because I only had learned what my parents did, and my parents struggled, younger. When I was younger, there wasn't always just like, money, a lot of money around because they just knew what they knew, and I'm not blaming them when I say it's their fault. It's their fault because they didn't know any better, right? But here's the thing: once you're an adult, can you transform your life? You absolutely can. So here's the thing: even though it was your parents' fault and the people around you that you didn't become financially free, it doesn't mean that like now that you're older, if you continue to be, financially broke, that will be your fault, because you can make a decision to change, to change your situation, right? To change your beliefs, to change the way you do things, to change the way that you make money. So for example, some of the things that, and I know someone asked a question about digital marketing, and that's a great question. I'll get to that in a sec, Mita. But it's like now, it's like, let's change some beliefs, right? Some beliefs could be rich people are greedy. Like if you believe that rich people are greedy, do you think you're ever going to become rich and create real wealth? You probably won't. No, guaranteed you won't. As long as you're not changing that belief. Because here's the thing: is if you believe that rich people are greedy, this is what happens subconsciously. You think that making a lot of money is bad. So then you're going to sabotage your own success because you don't want to be bad, because you don't want to be greedy. So then if you make any little bit of money, guess what's going to happen? You're going to spend it all on things that don't make you more money, on things that like a way, because you don't want to be that bad person, right? So, rich people are greedy is a belief that holds people back. Even things like that saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Right? Who's ever said that? I used to say that at one point, right? But that holds people back. Why? Because there's actually a lot of opportunities to be able to make an income. And it's not just digital marketing, right? Even in traditional businesses. I know someone who started, I didn't know him when he started a traditional business, but he started a traditional business, and I think it was maybe 10 years or something. He sold it for $115 million, right? And some people are going to be like, oh, that sounds too good to be true, but it's true. It was a traditional business. He built up multiple offices, and it's like he sold electrical products, right? And in 10 years' time, he sold it for $115 million. But if you believe that something like that's too good to be true, are you ever going to start a business, whether it's online or offline? Are you ever? You're not, right? And even online, like I have a friend, I did a podcast last week that I released. His name is Mark, alexfordpodcast.com. And he had a $100,000 day with digital marketing, right? Now, if I thought, oh, that's too good to be true, am I ever going to try to even make any money online? You probably won't, right? So there's actually opportunities that if you have those beliefs, they're going to hold you back from making an income. What's other sayings? Even sayings like when your parents were like, What do you think I'm an ATM, right? What do you think I'm an ATM? Those beliefs, or do you think money grows on trees, right? Those beliefs make you think on lack, that there's not enough. Someone's like, hear the man. Let me check something, guys. All right, Instagram, can you hear the fuzz? Is there fuzz? Because I'm not able to hear fuzz. So let me know if you can hear the fuzz now. There's something else I'm going to try actually. All right, let me know if you can hear the fuzz still now, because I just made a couple of changes just to see if that does anything. But anyways, better now. Okay, so I don't actually know what it was. Okay, good, cool. So, changing our mindset around money. Okay, that's really important, guys. So once we and I'm kind of lost track here. All right, so once you start thinking about money in a new way, in the way wealthy people would, that's going to transform your life. Okay. And I recommend that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, to be able to start doing that. But anyways, guys, we've been going for a while. Do you guys have any questions? Even if it's just a comment or whatever, I'm here to converse, to have a conversation. Let me have a look. Yeah, all questions have pretty much been answered already. But let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to get going. And the other thing as well is just like, I actually have been thinking about, so you guys know, going live once a day. Probably have a friend. Oh, here we go. Here's a good question. So, I'll probably just do it on Instagram and TikTok once a day. We'll see. And then every Wednesday we'll probably go longer as well. So Amol says, how to choose a niche. Can you suggest a good niche? Okay. So a good niche is kind of like, what's that space that you want to get into in terms of products? So Amol, the 3 most profitable niches are health, wealth, and relationships. So health, what's going on here? So health, it could be like health and wellness. So people are always going to want to lose weight, get fit, increase their energy. Wealth is what do you call it? So sorry, I just saw another good question come up, so I got sidetracked. So wealth is like anything to do with money. I'm in the wealth niche. I teach people digital marketing, how to make an income online, side hustles. And I love it because this industry changed my life. So I love to help other people with it as well. And ultimately, like for me, the biggest thing was, wow, I can stay home with my kids, right? Giving kids their parents back. That's like a thing that I live by. It's just like, I just want to be able to give kids their parents back. So the wealth niche and the relationships niche. So people are always going to want to improve their marriages, learn how to date, maybe could be a thing. So all of those 3, let me get back to that question. So, because there was more to it. I think it was, how do you choose that niche? So the question was, how do you choose that niche? I'd recommend just choose one. Don't even overthink it, because once you start choosing a niche, you can start taking action. You can start learning new skills, and you can always change that niche later. I've changed my niche 3 times. I started with personal development, the first one. Then I changed to network marketing. So teaching network marketers how to grow their businesses online. And then digital/affiliate marketing, which affiliate marketing is just promoting other companies' products online, kind of like, side hustle. So teaching people that. So I've done it 3 times. If you're not sure, it was the Amol, I think it was, asked that question. Get my book, alexfordbook.com, or the link is in my profile. That'll start helping you, pointing you in the right direction. And then the $7 course that I did, right? So that when you get my ebook, you learn about the $7 course that taught me digital marketing. And it's like 15 days, like 2 weeks. After 2 weeks of worth of education, within 3 months, I'd made $11,000 using digital marketing. Like, it's powerful, right? So I would recommend there, because I can't go too deep into niches right now. That training does that a lot more step by step, and they give you exercises to get clarity on all that as well. So I'd recommend that, go to the link on my profile. You'll be able to get that to get started. But then there was another question. So it is, Sis said, how long did it take you to quit your 9-to-5 job? Excellent question. So originally, I was doing other things before digital marketing when I got into online business. I actually did like an online network marketing business. I'm not going to get into that. But it was in 2011. And in 2014, I quit my full-time job. Actually, let me give you the time frame. August 2011, I got started with online business. by March 2012, I went part-time at my job because they still needed me and, still wanted to help out there. So I went part-time in my job in March 2012. And then by 2014, I officially just left my job for good. Could have quit earlier, but I left my job for good in 2014. But if you're asking like how long it can take basically for you, it's different for everyone. So I see people like, honestly, some people never quit their jobs because they're going to get some education, some training to do digital marketing, and they're never going to take any action at all, right? But those people that have that burning desire to actually change their lives and do something new, I've seen people quit their jobs in 3 months. I've seen people do it in 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, right? And then I've seen some other people, because maybe life got in the way or whatever, and they're not able to go as fast as possible. They've quit their jobs in 2 years, right? So it's different for everyone. But if you're committed and you take action, like within 3 to 6 months is a great time to take action and quit your job because you're making, 5 to 10K a month online. So I hope that answers your question there. McLeod Duncan says, I am interested in working online, but not in network marketing. Neither. I don't even recommend that anymore there, McLeod Duncan. So what I would recommend is digital marketing, which is promoting other companies' products online. And then when a sale is made through your own efforts, you make a percentage of that sale. Now, because you mentioned network marketing, network marketing is where you're recruiting people to join a business opportunity, and then those people go recruit other people to join a business opportunity, which I don't recommend, okay, because there's a lot of gray areas to that. But digital marketing, another term for it is affiliate marketing. It's literally promoting products, the value of products that can help people, and people purchase a product, not an opportunity, right? So that's what I recommend. So if you want to learn more about that, who was at McLeod Duncan, again, I'd recommend just go to my profile, and there's an ebook where I break it all down even more. I've been breaking it a lot down in this live today. So when you go to my profile on any platform, you'll see the link there, alexfordlive.com / just have like, the platform there. Get my book because I actually do explain it there as well. How it works, promoting, products, and you don't even have to create those products yourself either. Let's keep scrolling down because there is questions coming. So the life of ZQ said, just joined, whatever I missed, a lot. So we've been talking about digital marketing. We've been talking about, wealth mindset, like the difference between poor people and rich people. It's actually been a really great live today. I've actually enjoyed it. By the way, I'd love to know who likes it when we go into topics about mindset and, the difference between the wealthy and the rich. I love that sort of stuff. It's really cool. All right, let's have a look at what other questions. Renee says, what was your job? Okay, so my last job I was an assistant manager in a manufacturing company. So like those granite bench tops that go in kitchens, that sort of thing. That's what I did. So the company manufactured those jobs. So I used to work in the office, used to organize all those jobs, kind of a bit of the sales, well, not really salesy, but it's just like, quoting it and all. So anyway, it wasn't something I enjoyed. It was just for money because I was in $50,000 debt at the time, like a lot of debt. And life sucked. I had to, it's just like, I was actually, when we were talking about the way you raise your kids, right? I was having literally, if you were my kids living in our household, kind of these conversations that we have here, we're having them all the time. Kids are always learning. And just yesterday, I was explaining to our kids at dinner how most people, they don't even love their jobs. And they're like, what? So I go, most people? I said, small percentage actually love what they do. They really, really love what they do. And that's great, right? And I was explaining how the importance that you got to find something that you enjoy, that you love. And where was I going with it? There was something I was going with this, talking about jobs. Oh yeah, so most people hate their jobs because that's how I felt. When I had a job, I was doing it because I was passionate about it. It was just a thing to make money. And that's most people, right? Most people, they just go to their job, they hate it, they don't like it, they wish they didn't have to do it, but they have to go because otherwise how on earth are they going to live? How on earth are they going to, pay for their bills and pay for their life, right? So we were sharing that with the kids and we were just saying, you know what? It's so important. And we don't put pressure on them to figure out what they want to do, right? In terms of work. because they'll figure it out. I mean, it took me years after I finished high school to really, I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. I never had when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. I want to be as a kid, I think I wanted to be a scientist, but never anything real solid, right? And for me, I started doing digital marketing. I enjoy it now because I've got, the skills, but originally it wasn't because I wanted to learn digital marketing. Oh, I want to be a digital marketer when I grow up. It was never that. It was just like, I want to make an income from home, around my family, around my kids, right? I don't want to have to go to a job. And that's why I started doing this. And I learned new skills, and now I enjoy it because, I'm able to add value and help other people as well. But I was sharing with the kids about the importance of doing something that you enjoy, right? But also that's going to give you flexibility and it's going to help you enjoy your life as well, because some people, they'll go to work at 7 a.m., they're going to come back at 7 p.m. and they're exhausted, they're frustrated, can't spend time with their kids. I was sharing this to my kids and they're just like, got a 6-year-old boy and a 9-year-old girl, just like, what? Like, they're just so engaged into the conversation because, we're telling it ahead of time what can happen if they make the wrong decisions or if they make no decisions at all, right? Because some of us never make any decisions at all. Hey, Panther there, I know you said hi. Sometimes we don't make any decisions at all and we just kind of let life just, blow us in the wind. I think that there was a saying, like kind of an analogy I loved, I learned a long time ago. It's like being on a sailboat with no sails, and life just pushes you here and pushes you there, and you just go wherever, the winds and the water takes you. Godi Pervarlas is where you live. I live in Australia, Perth, originally from Central America. But life takes us. But then what happens is you can take control of your life. You can put up those sails and you can start directing exactly where you want to go. And that exactly where you want to go depends up to you. For me, it was, I want to quit this job that I don't like, that I wasn't passionate about. I want to, make an amazing income online. I got into online business before I had a family. It's just like, when I have a family, I want to be there. My dad wasn't home much because he was always working. He was working at his job and he had a church. So he's like almost like 2 jobs, right? And I wanted to be there with my kids. It's like, I get to, play with them at school. I get to be at home, be present with them. I love it, right? So you can take control of your life, absolutely. And someone says, what do you do for us for the side hustle? What do you us for the? I'm not sure what you say you do us, but this question. So what I do and recommend is digital marketing. So promoting other people's products, other companies' products online, in exchange for commissions. Right? Super simple to do. Just basic promotional strategies online. You don't have to create your products. And then Naz says, you mentioned you took a course. Which course is it? So it's called the 15-Day Challenge. I know you asked Maz. So I would recommend first, if you go to, there's a pinned comment here, alexfordbook.com, or the link's on my profile. Like if you go to my profile, you'll be able to get my free book that actually teaches you digital marketing. So the link is there on any of my profiles. The link will be there. But when you go there, it takes you to get my free book, right? Literally how to make thousands of dollars online. And it teaches you about digital marketing, how it works, why it works, the way it does. So took me a long time. It's a short, you can read the book in an hour or so, right? It's very, if you're a fast reader, probably quicker, but it's going to, there's diagrams and stuff, and that'll teach you digital marketing. But when you get the book, right, on the second page, there's a video with me sharing my story. Let me bring that up. There we go. So there's a video there. I'd recommend watch that because I do share more about my story and my journey and stuff. And then that'll also teach you about, like, it's a $7 course that walks you through step by step with digital marketing, like setting it up and everything, what products to promote. That's what it looks like on the inside there, Naz. All right. Now, I should mention as well, this isn't available in some countries, but get my book because I do share alternatives there as well. And whatever country you're in, you'll be directed to the right courses that I recommend. But that's what and literally that's what helped me make when I started doing this. And it's 2 weeks worth of education, and within my first 3 months, I'd made $11,000 doing that online. And then, literally just following what was on here. And I've gone on to make a 6-figure income business from home around my family. And that's an award there that I got for from making $100,000 with one product, which I've done multiple times. Let me have a look at all these other questions that coming in. Great. So what is this area niche? Get so saturated, and then by the time you want to switch careers, you might start from the bottom. Might be too late. Hey Phil, I see you've jumped on here as well. Good to see you on my live. I've actually watched a few of yours over time, learned a lot from you as well, Phil. So the question is, what if this niche gets saturated and by the time you want to switch careers, you might start from the bottom? Might it be too late? So digital marketing is like affiliate marketing. It's not oversaturated. A lot of people say that, but what happens is, number one, there is so many different products in different niches you can promote, right? There is also billions of people in the world that could become potential customers. And even if other people are promoting the same products, well, number one, that's a good thing because it shows that there's competition. What you don't want is to promote a product that has zero competition because you don't know it's proven. In fact, most products that don't have any competition probably don't have any competition because they don't work. So if you start something that, and this is most of the time, if you sell a product that doesn't have any competition, you're probably going to fail mostly, right? So I always recommend promoting a product that does have competition. But the other thing as well is, like who's ever been on social media? You're like scrolling, right? Maybe you guys that are on here, this has happened to you. You watch a video, right? Maybe it's about digital marketing or affiliate marketing. And then after you've watched one or two, maybe you like the video, now social media starts serving you more and more and more of that content. That's the way the algorithms work. That, like when you watch something, they're going to serve more of it on you. So if you watch one video about digital marketing and then you get 20, it's not because it's oversaturated. It's because you watch one of those videos and you express interest in one of those videos. So now the algorithms are going to serve more of that content to you, which will make you feel, it's not a fact. It'll just make you, I learned a saying, feelings are not facts. So it's going to make you feel like it's oversaturated. But the fact is that it's not oversaturated. There's still billions of people out there that have never heard about digital marketing or affiliate marketing or whatever product you promote, right? Billions of people that you'll be able to reach. So it's never going to be oversaturated. Now, in terms of starting over, like if you decide to change careers or change products that you want to promote, you don't have to start over again because this is about skill sets. Like when you learn new skills, like when you learn a new career, it's like saying, okay, I'm going to go study to be a doctor. And then you become a doctor and you get a job. And then you're like, I don't like this job anymore. And you quit. You don't have to go back to college to study to be a doctor to get a second job. You just go get a second job because you already have that skill of being a doctor. It's the same thing online with digital marketing. If you decide to change products or decide to change something because you learned those skills, you can promote any product you want ever and make an income online. And that's how you'll never have to worry about money again. Like literally, my wife and I never have to worry about money again because I know exactly how to make an income because I have the skills. And no matter what happens, if there's a product that I promote that one day, they decide to close down the product or the company, I can go promote something else. At this stage, I can create my own products as well, which I do have. But you'll always be able to make an income, guys. Like, it's all about skills. And again, like for me, I started with that $7 course that taught me step-by-step how to do digital marketing. Like it was only $7, like literally it was best $7 I ever spent. And in my first 3 months doing that, I made 11,000 US dollars, which I'm in Australia. So in Australia, it's almost like 1.5 times that, which is like $15,000, $16,000, but 11,000 US in my first 3 months. It was really cool because I decided to learn new skills, right? With digital marketing. So Saeed says how to start a career in digital marketing. To mention it, start with education, start with learning, right? Start with learning how to do it first. And I'd recommend my free ebook, alexfordbook.com. Again, like the link is on my profile. If you go to my profile, it's just there, right? You'll be able to see it on any of my accounts. The link will be there. You can click on it. You'll be able to get that book and that'll give you access you'll be able to see how to get access to the $7 course that taught me digital marketing. It's actually what it looks like, right? Amazing course. I'm curious, who's gone through this course? I know I have a lot of people that sign up for it every day. Who's been through the course and who's got value from it? Like for me, totally changed my life. And my daughter is growing her own Instagram account now, which is cool. So in the last 6 weeks, she's built an account from 0 to 500 followers. And in 30 days, she's reached 500,000 people with her account. So I'm actually going to be speaking to my daughter soon, and I think this is going to be something good for her. She's almost 10, for her to go through even, because that is going to help her, teach her how to actually monetize her audience and make her own income. She's so excited about making an income. Like, you know, even as a 9-year-old, 10-year-old, like, oh, she'll totally crush it. And she understands everything starts with knowledge, with skill sets, which is really cool. All right, I know there was more questions here, guys. If you have more questions, let me know. And, you know, a shout out to some of you guys, because I know some of you have been on here for like a while, you know, on TikTok as well. Let me have a look. Yeah, Jerry, what was it? Let me give you a shout out, man. Jerry Honeycutt. Yeah, I've seen, you know, your little profile picture's been there for a while. So shout outs to you, man. And I think Leonie as well. You've been on here for a bit. I know I'm going a bit longer than normal, but guys, if you have the questions, like, you know, whatever questions, give them to me and I'll answer them. I'll stay here as long as it takes. Pantherbox says, what do you ask for the hustle? So I guess, what do you do for the hustle? What do you recommend? So I do recommend digital marketing for people to get started, as we've been discussing, because guys, like, it's the simplest, seriously. Like, creating your own products, I did that a few times and it takes so much effort. It's too technical. But just promoting other companies' products where they do the hard work, it's way, way simpler. And, you know, like, compared to some other businesses, right? Like, drop shipping, I don't recommend, because drop shipping, you have to like source products on like from China or some other country, and then you have to bring them to, and then you got to give it to a drop shipping company, and and then you got to do the marketing as well, and then you got to handle the customer service and refunds, and that there's a lot to it. And, you know, when the pandemic happened, a lot of drop shippers actually moved to affiliate marketing, like digital marketing, because with digital marketing, you can promote digital products where they give people access, right? You don't have to wait for products to be shipped or anything like that. Instant access, you know, the commissions, you earn those commissions right away. And then depending on the companies, they might pay you every 1 or 2 weeks to pay you what you earn, right? So that's what I recommend, digital marketing. I don't recommend, what else I don't recommend crypto. I've done crypto and it's so stressful. It's just like they go up and down and up and down and up and down. So it's not something I would recommend. Investing is something I would recommend, maybe more like stocks, shares, depending on what you call it. But that's once you've got your online business. It's like when you have a business that creates cash for you, number one, it'll help. Once it replaces your full-time job, it helps you quit your job. Once you double it, gives you extra money to enjoy life, and you can take a percentage of that, invest it, and that's going to make you more money, right? But I don't recommend investing in the beginning. Network marketing, I don't recommend network marketing anymore because there's just a lot of restrictions to it. You can't promote other products. You know, the marketing strategies, usually they don't really allow you to learn, you know, good skills. Usually it's very gimmicky stuff, or selling to friends and family, or being very spammy, a lot of stuff like that. But a digital marketing, affiliate marketing, that sort of thing, you can promote as many products as you want. You can market in however way you want. There's no restrictions. No company is ever going to, you know, slap you on the wrist for promoting other products. And you learn real skills that you could use in anything, right? So no matter what happens, you're always able to promote any products and make an income online. So, all right, so Naz says you recommend marketing high ticket affiliate products. And that's a great question. So then in terms of products, I recommend something called high ticket digital or high ticket affiliate marketing, right? Where you promote products that have higher value, right? And they cost more, and you can make $1,000 commissions or more, right? Per sale. By the way, if you guys are getting value, let me know. Hit the like button, you know, the emotion, you know, hit follow as well if you're not following. So you can get more of this training. But high ticket products is where you're going to earn $1,000 commissions or more. It's like you can sell low ticket products, like you can sell books on Amazon, like physical books, say $30. You're going to make roughly about $1.30 per book. So if you want to make $1,000 in a week, you got to promote to make 750 books per week. It's a lot. Or you can promote a product, like a high ticket product that you make $1,000 per sale, and you have to make one sale per week. Right? And eventually you can make 2 sales and 3 sales and one sale a day, right? It's very possible. You don't even have to be selling it. You don't have to be on the phone. You don't have to convince people. You're just like doing some promotional strategies, just sharing, right? Reviewing products, that sort of thing. If you wanted to do that, could even just be images on Pinterest as well if you don't want to do videos. This is another great question. Oh wait, Renee says, I listened to you and Jonathan Montoya's video from March. Awesome content. You're welcome, Renee. Yes, I did that training for Jonathan in March. That was a lot of fun. So glad you enjoyed that. So what's the difference between network marketing and digital marketing? Great question. So network marketing is where the essence of it, right? It's kind of the way I like to put it, where you recruit. So you're a recruiter recruiting more recruiters so that those recruiters can recruit more recruiters. I know that's a bit of a head F there. But it's basically where, like you're selling a business opportunity and then people join, and there might be a product that they pay for, but then those people that join will sell that same business opportunity, and then those people will sell that same opportunity, and on and on and on. And then there's products that they've got that people can buy, so there's a legal exchange of money. Like if that's complex to you, trust me, there's a lot of complexities to it as well. And then generally with it, it's like when someone buys a product there, let's say you buy a product for yourself. Oh, actually, let's do it the other way. You sell like someone buys a product from you, you're going to make a percentage of that product. Like let's say a $10 product, you're going to make $5. The person above you is going to make $3. Person above you is going to make $2. Person above you is going to make 50 cents. And this is just like, like big kind of pyramid way of making money. And you got to train a team, like you get people on there and you got to train them and you got to teach them how to sell to their friends and family, or they might have a lot of spammy ways to sell to people on social media. Yeah, there's a lot of strange things to it. But with digital marketing, also known as affiliate marketing, you're promoting whatever you want in terms of products. It's not about on selling an opportunity, it's about products. You could sell mugs, you could sell, tech. I like selling digital products. Like for me, I love selling education. And there's lots of education. For me, as the course, I learned digital marketing, and it's the course. I recommend the same course for people to be able to learn. It's like a $7 course that taught me everything. But there's courses for everything. Like there's even a website. There's lots of websites. There's one called Digistore24. I did a reel about that, or a short video about it recently. There's another one called ClickBank. Who wants to see where you can actually find products? Let me know in the comments if you want to see, I can show you my screen so you guys can see like where products can be found. And while I try to find this as well, I'm gonna walk you through this. All right, guys, just so you have an idea of this. In the meantime, Leonie says, how did you create your first website to promote the product to begin earning? So Leonie, with that, there's a couple of websites. There's one called ClickFunnels and one called System.io. If you, Leonie, send me a DM on Instagram, even on TikTok, actually, you can DM on TikTok and I can give you the link to those. I would recommend I don't know if you've done the $7 course, like the challenge. I would recommend going through it because you actually get templates and get walked step by step how to do that. You don't even have to like code it or program it or anything. You just import it and you can create, but you got to know how to use it as well. And there's tutorials there on how to use those tools. So that could go for anyone as well. Let's see if people are commenting here. Yeah, we've got hands up. Awesome. So let me show you guys. So some websites that you can find products are websites like Digistore 24. There's one called Warrior Plus. There's another one called JV Zoo. There's another one called CJ as well. I think Commission Juncture or something. But there's also one called ClickBank. All right, that's the name there, ClickBank. All right, and then what you do is when you go there, you go to Marketplace. Let me share my screen on the Facebooks. What's going on here? There we go. Just trying to bring it up so you guys can see it as well on Facebook/YouTube. So, okay, that's all good. So then what happens is, let me share my screen. Window. There we go. So if you go to this website, it's called clickbank.com. So just clickbank.com, exactly how you can hear it. Then what happens is you go to Marketplace, and then you scroll down and you've got here like top offers. So top offers are usually like the most popular products that people are promoting. And usually the ones that are going to pay the most as well, right? So if I click on top offers, that's going to come up with a lot of different products, okay? Let me see. I know you can see it better on YouTube because I'm actually sharing my iPad screen, but let me see if I can get closer here to Instagram and TikTok. By the way, if you guys get value from this, hit like, comment value, hit follow as well, because I do these often, every Wednesday actually, probably every day soon. But for example, if I zoom in, here is the number one product. Let me share it here, okay? So, and let me get my Apple Pen. So here's the number one product. Okay, it's called Alpiline. Okay, so it's the number one weight loss like diet offer, like a weight loss product, right? And check this out. When you go there on the right, depending where you're at, that on average you're going to make $136 per sale. $136 per sale, promoting a a weight loss product. And usually on here, let me have a look. That was back to the book that we were going over. Yeah. So, and usually on here, what you want to do is there's a thing called a gravity score there. The higher the number, the more profitable that product is. Like the more people are making money with that product. Okay. So you can have a look. Okay. Well, what are the top offers? Let's have a look at some other offers. That there are. Let me just make this a bit bigger. Okay. And then if we scroll down, there's another weight loss product. Okay. 134. Like, you know how we talked about the three most profitable niches: health, wealth, and relationships. This is health, weight loss, right? It's one of the most popular ones. So that's like a weight loss, like a juicing weight loss. Sounds like it. So Ikea Juice, right? You're on $134 per product. I don't know what that one is. Live Pure might be another health one. Look, even like this is another popular one. Cortexi. It's like hearing and tinnitus. Who's ever seen all those ads on YouTube and stuff about oh, do you want to improve your hearing? Oh, do you have tinnitus? I paid attention to those because I actually got a bit of tinnitus because in my younger years, I'm 37, but when I was like in my 20s, I was a DJ and I DJed in clubs. Some did like mobile DJs and stuff as well. And I was a musician and I just played too much loud music and I lost a bit of my hearing. So I got like tinnitus. Still in my life though. It's not excessive, but you know what? That a lot of those is people promoting this affiliate product where they make $117 per sale. And this can be automated as well. You don't have to be like trying to sell it on the phone. If you have the right marketing processes, you can do paid advertising, which I don't recommend for a beginner. You can do free marketing and get people to purchase one of these products, right? So what's another way? Now, when you go there on the left, you can see lots of different categories of products, okay? So you've got arts, betting, business, computers, cooking, education, fitness. It's even fitness products, right? There's a lot of stuff here. And if we were like, let's say health and fitness, right? You could go, actually, what else is there? I like the idea of spiritual self-help. Okay, kind of like personal growth, right? You could tap on, self-help, and there's different products here, right? So there's one that's like a dating one. I don't even know what that's about, but it's like His Secret Obsession. There's a lot of dating ones. The X Factor, how to get your ex back. So if you wanted to do like a date, like relationships, right? Most profitable niches, health, wealth, and relationships. This is like a relationships products, right? How to get your ex back. What else is there? Let's have a look. Mend the marriage, right? That's a pretty good one. So for people that are struggling, maybe in their marriages, that's a product you can promote. Relationships, right? Health, wealth, and relationships are the most profitable ones, right? Then if we were to go to, let's say, what was the other one that we were looking at? So there's subcategories as well, right? So there's like dating guides, marriage, motivational, personal finance, public speaking, self-defense, right? If you went to self-defense, here's another one, right? Patriots, self-defense. So teaching, this might be a good one for women, right? If you're a woman, sometimes people have experiences in their lives. Maybe as a woman, you've had maybe a not so good experience that you wish you had some self-defense, strategies. And maybe you feel passionate about helping other women to learn self-defense so that they can, protect themselves, right? Then that's, a Patriot self-defense course, right? And then does this help, guys? Does this give you an idea? Like literally there's so many products, right? And you can always see how much you're going to make from them per sale. And again, a lot of this is automated. You don't have to be like trying to sell to people, right? But clickbang.com, you guys can have a look on there in terms of products. But then how do you, do you guys have any questions about that? Let me know. Do you have any questions about those products? Not the products. Like I don't know about those products specifically. This was just an example. But let me know if you have any questions, because sometimes people have questions. I know some questions might be like, well, this is actually a good one I just thought about. I get asked often. It's like, do you have to purchase those products? You don't have to. Like, for example, Amazon has an affiliate program. If you're going to promote their products, you're not going to go buy everything on Amazon, right, to promote it. But when it comes to things like digital products, if you're going to focus on one main good product that's going to help people that you can promote, I would recommend purchasing it. Because if you can go through that product and get value yourself, that's going to give you knowledge and skills. And then that's going to help you to be confident and promote those products to other people. All right. So I would recommend purchasing that if it was like a digital product. If it was something like, simple stuff like, selling technology, Apple Pencil, mugs or whatever, have some more coffee, then you don't have to purchase that stuff. And another thing, by the way, is you could even potentially, right, start promoting products on Amazon of things you already have, right? So for example, for me, I have an iPad. I could create a review for an iPad. I could, look for what do I have at home that I can get an affiliate link and promote and start creating reviews around that. That's one option. Now with digital products, I'd recommend as well things like social media, right? TikToks, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts. That's a powerful way to be able to get people to purchase those products. And how do you do that? How do you make money promoting other people's products? Well, we were talking about, the self-defense course as an example. So what you could do is you could, purchase that course, go through it yourself, get that knowledge, and then you could start creating short 5 to 10 second videos, right? You could either talk in the video. You don't have to talk in the video. It could just be text on the video, but you're just giving tips on how to, defend yourself, how to self-defense tips. Great idea could be for men, could be for women, right? And then as you're giving tips for people, then what happens is people are going to follow you, people are going to like you, the value that you give. And then they're if you have the link that you can share with them, they can go to learn about the product, purchase the product, they're going to get value and you're going to make money, right? So it's very simple to do. You just got to have that right process. And again, if you want to learn like like obviously this is like bigger picture stuff, but if you want to learn step by step how to do it, the way I did it was like, it's a $7 course that I purchased, like literally, like it walked me step by step how to do that. And then it was like 2 weeks worth of education, and I learned 2 weeks worth of education. And then I went on to make $11,000 US in my first 3 months of learning this, like, how to find someone else's product, how do you promote it? How do you structure it? Like, how do you create it all? Well, you don't have to create it. You just have to do some basic setting up, and you start promoting, and, you start making sales, right? And if you want to learn more, by the way, the link on my profile, right? This is obviously showing my Instagram, but if you go to my profile, there'll be a link there. If you tap that, you'll be able to learn more about that there. And I had a question come through. Mithon said, "Hi Alex, what was the website you were showing us? I joined a bit late." So that was ClickBank. So that's the title there, ClickBank. So that's basically like where you can find products to promote, digital products. I think they have physical products now as well. Now, ClickBank's probably not the number one recommendation I would recommend for people to get started with. But heck, like if you just want to get an idea, what products are there out there, right? You can go to ClickBank, and they've got so many different categories, right? Let me go through some of these categories there. There's, arts and entertainment, business, marketing, there's employment stuff, like even green products, health and fitness. Like if you notice, I think health and fitness has like the most products, right? We talked about health, wealth, and relationships is the most profitable niches. There's parenting, right? I purchased a parenting course with my wife before our daughter was born. My God, it changed our lives. Like our children are just so calm. They listen. They're just the most well-behaved children. Why? Because we invested in our own education in parenting, right? Best thing we ever did for parenting, above anything else really. And, so it was good. But, there's like parenting courses you could promote. If you're passionate about parenting, maybe that's a niche, right? That you'd want to get into. There's self-help, personal growth, that sort of thing. You can find products there as well. But, have a look. If you want to know step-by-step how to set that up, again, like how to do this, check out the link on my profile, because you'll be able to learn there how to get that all set up. So I hope that helps there, Mithun. You guys can always watch this replay too. And man, we've been going for 2.5 hours. Who's getting value, guys? I know, a lot of people come and go. And I tend to, repeat some of the things over and over again as well. But, as long as you guys are getting value from this, then I'm happy to stay on here. Again, I'll probably do this once a day. Eventually just stick to an hour. But yeah, guys, if you have any questions, last time to ask questions. If there's more questions, I'll stick around. You're welcome, Leonie. And he said thank you on TikTok. Let me scroll up. I think there was might have missed a question or two. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Is there anything you guys want to know about digital marketing? So someone asked, CRMac, that was a question. What sites do you use? So I promote products, not sites like that now, because sometimes companies, they'll have, their own products, like an individual company, and then you can apply like if you like their products, you can apply separately to be an affiliate. So then you can promote their products. So that's what I've done now. So in terms of what sites do I use? Well, one, ever since I learned digital marketing in 2018, I learned that's the course I took, right? It cost me $7. It's a 2-week course, and I started learning digital marketing. That's like the actual inside of the membership side, right? So that's what I learned. And then I decided, well, I love this. I want to promote it. So I joined their affiliate program, and that's what I promote, so that other people can also learn it. So specifically, I promote the $7 course, like the 2-week course that teaches people how to do digital marketing. And then I also promote some tools, because for me, it makes sense. You always got to think, like, eventually, like you want to start with one product, but eventually you want to have multiple products. But just start with one because that's going to help you make money first, and then it's easier to expand and it's not going to be overwhelming. But for me, I promote education to do digital marketing, like step by step how to do it. But then, of course, as people do it, then they're going to be like, well, what tools am I going to need? So then I promote some tools. I've got some paid tools and I've got some free tools, right? You can either do paid or free. So the tools are like the basic setting up a website to promote the products. Don't have to like code or anything. It's very simple to just import a template. And there's free tools for that, but I'll promote the tools. And there's like, okay, what other tool are they going to need? Well, one of the tools is like collecting the email addresses and having a database where you can send out one email to many people with more information, with more training, with more value. And that's another tool. And there's free tools that I recommend for that and paid tools as well. I know someone said on TikTok, wow, Sin, sorry, just jumped on. What time and days do you go live? Well, firstly, great to have you on live on TikTok. By the way, guys, if you're getting value, hit follow because I do these trainings every Wednesday. Here it is. Wow, Sin. It's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time. Now, I'm not sure what country you're in. So in Australia, like in New Zealand, that's equivalent to Thursdays at 10 a.m. Sydney time. I'm not sure what other countries that is in, so you'd have to figure it out. But I'm planning to go live every day for 1 hour because every Wednesday I've been usually going for like 2 hours or more because people come and go and then there's lots of questions and stuff. But I think I'm going to do 1 hour every day and that's it. I'll be able to, answer questions for you guys. And you can jump on as much as you want. But as of right now, it's every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I might ask another question. What sites can you promote the products? I guess on. So social media is one. So TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. A lot of those are video based, like, Instagram, TikTok's Instagram Reels, which are great. You can show your face. You don't have to show your face either. There's ways that you can just create videos without showing your face and just text on screen. So you can do both. But there's also you could do images. Like Pinterest is very image based. Facebook is still 50%, maybe more text based and image based. So there's choices, guys. Like you don't have to just do one way. Again, like that $7 course actually walks you through and you can learn what marketing, you can create a plan as to what products you're going to promote, what strategies you're going to use, what platforms. CR Max says, do you need a website when you promote a product or can you use social media? So you can do both. Sometimes you get like a link that a company gives you and you can share that online. Though I would also recommend, you can set up like a 2-page website so you can collect people's email. Because here's what happened. Like if you were going to example sell, it's not what I would necessarily recommend, but if you promote products on Amazon, you can send people to Amazon. But once they go to Amazon, if they don't buy and they leave, well, how are you going to know who visited Amazon and who was interested in those products? And how are you going to be able to like follow up with them to give them more information so that they buy, right? So that's what you want to do is collect people's email addresses. So if you guys have ever put your name and email address to access a website, there's a reason for that. That's marketing. It's because most people, they're not going to buy. Like some people will buy right away, but then most people, they're not going to buy right away. So when you collect the name and email address in a legal and ethical way, like what I don't like, hey, Leonie, no problems. I know it's late for you there as well. So I'll see you on here next time. Have a good night. So when you collect people, okay, what I don't like is sometimes I'll get like an email into my email inbox. I never signed up for the email list. I never gave them my email address. It's like, that's spam. But when you collect people's email address legally and ethically, now you can send them more information, more emails, stories, value, just information about the product. So, well, I kind of lost the question here. Okay, so you want to have a website where people can put the name and the email address so that later, if they don't purchase the product right away, you can send them more information over a few days and until they purchase, right? Or they unsubscribe. That's totally fine, right? Both happens. So you don't have to have a website, but I recommend if you want to build a real business, you're going to continue to grow your income over time. Yes, there are some tools I would recommend There's paid tools, there's free tools to be able to do that. All right. Again, I do talk about those tools on my book, my ebook, my free ebook. The link's on my profile. You'll be able to tap on that, or it's alexfordbook.com. So CRS is, email and funnels. That's what it basically is. Like the 2-page website is called Funnels because it's like it kind of funnels people through a process of learning. Like they'll be able to opt in, learn about a product, how it's going to add value, that they could purchase it. So it's like, there's this process of, and I'm not going to go into explaining that. I actually explain exactly what a funnel is in my free ebook, and there's even a diagram of it as well. It's more of a visual thing, so you can get it in my free ebook. But if you don't have a website, how do you promote the product? I did mention, so that's a good question, Carlia Blue. So a company will give you an affiliate link, a link that you can use to promote the product. And you can start promoting right away. Like you don't even have to wait to have a website. If you get the link, you can start promoting those products. But over time as well, you could create those simple websites. And they're super simple. Like I'm not talking about a complicated website with lots of options and buttons and graphic design and all this stuff. Like sometimes the simplest website is just a headline, the text, collect the email, and a button on a white background. Like, man, you guys have probably seen them, right? Let me see if I can show you. Because mine is a little bit more advanced because it was I paid it to get graphic design and all that. But let me show you. Let me see if I can show you a funnel. Just kind of what one would look like. Because sometimes as well, sometimes the simplest funnels can actually work. Let me see if I can find it. And sometimes even the ugliest ones will work the best. So actually, I don't even think I can find one. I think I can actually. I think I've got a friends that would look good. So, all right, let me show you. So this is kind of like my 2-page website, and I give away a free ebook to learn digital marketing. All right, which I'd recommend. The link's on my profile. Okay, but this is kind of, so if you see, mine's a bit more designy, which I love. This is like my brand colors and stuff. And there's a testimonial, there's a, handsome picture of me. Right. And then what happens is when people opt in, they'll go to the second page where there's, a video of me sharing my story and giving a bit of a training as well and recommending a product. And then when they tap the next button, they'll go to the page that actually sells the product, this is a $7 course that I recommend. This is the one that taught me everything about digital marketing, right? But then they go to the product. Now, here's the thing. Technically, you could, join a company with their affiliate program, get this affiliate link and promote that page, which sells the product, whatever product it is, right? I'm just giving an example here. So you could do that. But then what happens is you're not going to know who's watching the information. You're not going to you lose a lot of control. So by having a website where, you can give something away for free, you don't have to give something away for free. Like I created an ebook. I only did this 11 years into the industry that I created an ebook, right? Before that, I didn't have an ebook, but you could just be like learning about a product. But the fact that there's this page to collect information, now when people don't purchase, you can follow up with them over and over and over again through email without having to call them, without trying to sell to them. And those emails are going to give more information, more value, and then people are going to purchase when they're ready. All right, so this is why I recommend having a 2-page website. Now, it doesn't have to look like this, okay? Been doing this almost 12 years, and I paid someone to design that, the page and stuff. But I know someone else that has theirs, and this is what theirs look like, okay? It's just a photo of them. Her name's Becca. I don't know if any of you guys know her. And then there's just some text, very similar to mine. Mine's got text. And then there's just collect the name and email address and a button, right? And do you know what? I'll give you a little hint. So with Becca, she has made $1.2 million in 8 months, something like that, doing digital marketing, promoting products, right? Which is just blew me away. And guys, I know that sounds unrealistic because it is unrealistic. Most people are never going to achieve that. Is it possible? It is possible, but it's a very small percentage of people that are going to make those higher levels of income that fast, okay? Is it possible? Absolutely. But heck, like I'm not here, giving big income claims because, for most people that like when I started digital marketing, all I wanted to do was make an extra $500 a week. That was it, right? It wasn't even doubling my income. Right now, I make a 6-figure income doing this. But even though I have a fancier website, right? Like that 2-page website, something like this was just something that was imported, changed the text, added a photo, and, she's gone on to make, 7 figures in under a year, right? But the point is, you don't need to have anything fancy, right, to be able to make income. But that 2-page website helps, right? It does help a lot, especially if you want to have a long-term business, because it's like when you build an audience and when you build a list of like email addresses and people, that's what they are, right? They're going to love hearing from you. Like I often get replies to my emails with questions, with people liking what I send out. Sometimes I send out the podcast, new podcast episodes, new trainings I do. I send out these lives to my email list as well, the replays. And often I have people replying, just saying thank you, and that they watched the training and they got value and they appreciate it. And you're right, it's great. And then what happens is sometimes I'll promote another product to that list and you can make money over and over and over again. Because here's the thing. If you started a pizza store, like a traditional pizza store, right? What is your business? Is it pizzas, right? Is your business the shop where people go buy pizzas? Let me give you a little secret. It's not. Your business, your real business is your customers, okay? And even deeper than that, it's your list of customers. Because what happens when you call a pizza store, when you order online, right? They collect your information and they want to make sure that they look after you, that they give you good service, they give you good food, they give you a good product, and they might send out emails with offers occasionally to purchase more pizza, right? Because the list of customers is actually your business. It's the same thing online. So when you have like a simple 2-page website, you can collect people's email addresses and they become your customers. They become the people that purchase from you over and over again. Whereas if you send people directly to the product, then what's going to happen is you're not building that list of database and you're not going to know who buys and who doesn't buy, and you're not going to be able to, recommend other products that could help them that are congruent, right, within your niche. So that's why it's important. Okay. So let me just have a look if there's any other questions. So does that help, guys? I know Carlia Blue says, what do you think is better? Courses or FIDI? What a FIDI is? Or do you mean physical products? You mean physical products. Okay. So that's a great question, Carlia. So what is better? Digital courses or physical products? So the difference there is, there's a lot of differences. So with physical products, generally you're going to make less money because there tend to be more commodities. Like, even if you're selling iPads, I mean, there's the small, very small, you're going to earn from iPads and stuff. But for example, books, right? I mentioned as an example, if you sell books, a $30 book on Amazon, you're going to make about $1.35 per book on average. You have to sell 750 books per week to make $1,000 a week, right? And even if you sell cameras, right? Camera might cost $500, but you're going to make $30 on that sale, $40. It's not much. You got to say it's just so many of them. On top of that, there's shipping, there's delays, there's if they're out of stock. There's a lot of issues with physical products. Still okay, but if that's what you want to do. But with digital products, generally, especially the ones that are very high value, they're gonna cost more. So you're gonna make higher commissions. So for example, I recommend high ticket products. So one where you could make $1,000 commission per sale. So if you want to make $1,000 a week, you just make one sale per week. That's it, right? Or maybe 2 sales per week. It's $2,000 per week. Often I'm waking up in the morning and check my phone and I've made $1,000 commission while I sleep, right? Or $3,000 commission. I wake up, wow, $3,000 overnight, right? Because you're selling higher ticket products. Now, the other great thing about it is they're high value as well. So they do help a lot of people because people, they want change in their lives, right? And I recommend health, wealth, or relationships products that actually helps people. So they're high value. They're they're instant delivery. So when someone purchases, they get instant access to it. You can sell as many of them without any issue. With the physical products, it's like if it goes out of stock, you got to stop. Then you promote other products. But with digital products, you can just promote over and over and over and over and over again because it's instant delivery. It's much simpler for people to get access to as well. And you get paid a lot quicker as well because, generally those companies, they'll pay you within a week, within 2 weeks, depending on what company it is. So there's lots of benefits, but digital products are generally always the most profitable. For example, you guys remember Windows 95, if any of you remember that in the 90s, and it came on a CD, you put it into the CD drive, like on your computer and install it, but then you'd put the CD away and never use the CD. Now, what did you purchase? Did you purchase the CD? No, you would have paid, $300 for what's on the CD, the software, digital products. And who ended up making the most money? The people that sold the software, like Microsoft, Bill Gates, or the people that made the computers, the hardware? It was always the people that sold, the digital software, which is the same thing online. Online, you can sell digital products. You can sell tools. Tools are great because tools could be like a monthly thing. Like someone might pay $50 a month, $100 a month, and you're going to make maybe 40% of that every month. And it's recurring income. So tools as well is a great one. It's kind of like subscription tools. There was another one I was going to say. I forgot what the other one was. But yeah, tools is a great one. Let's have a look. Lots of questions are coming out now. I mean, you guys are going to keep me here for 5 hours, far out. So what was that question? So any platform to sell. So I'm not sure what you mean by that, Carlia, but if you mean social media platforms, there's a choice. There's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest. If you want to do images instead of videos, you can do images and text on Facebook as well. There's lots of methods. Some people do blogging, but I don't recommend blogging because it's quite complex. Even longer form YouTube videos can be more complex as well, but there's a lot of simple ways to do that. Now says, what's an example of one of high value digital products that you promote? Great question. That is a great question. So, as you guys know, and I've mentioned this a few times, personally, like I started learning digital marketing in 2018. Like I bought a $7 course that taught me everything about digital marketing. It took 2 weeks to learn it, to learn those skills. And then in my first 3 months, I made $11,000. It's like, poof, like, wow, mind blow, right? So 11,000 US. And I've gone on to, make 6 figures with multiple products, doing digital marketing. Now that course I took, because everyone's like, oh, what course was that? What course was that? The $7 course I took, because you were asking, who was asking that again? I'm not sure. Naz, was this course, right? It's a learn digital marketing in 2 weeks. It's a $7 course. That's each day there of what you learn in the course. I'm not going to go into it all. But it's like, best products to promote. How do you set up the business? How do you do it step by step? Now, here's the thing. That is a $7 course, okay, that I promote. And I'm all about transparency as well. When someone purchases that course, that's really all you have to purchase. I've seen people make money with just the $7 course. Generally, it's been people that have had some knowledge already with digital marketing, and then they come and that just blows them away and it helps them make money. But it's amazing. But then what happens is, as people go through the course, on top of the knowledge, the company does have other products that they promote. So additional products, and they start from $2,500, so $2,500. That goes a lot deeper, more step-by-step, more resources, more templates, got daily one-on-one coaching and daily support as well. You can get on Zoom calls. I give a lot of support to those people as well. But what happens is when someone goes through that challenge, look, they're completely optional as well. Like, I purchase them because it made sense for me, but it might not make sense for you guys if you choose to go through that. But what happens is when someone purchases one of the $2,500 products, I make $1,000 in commissions, right? Which is amazing. So that's something I recommend. So sometimes it's like, I always recommend high ticket products, but sometimes it can be a combination of both, where there might be something that costs like, $7, maybe $10 initially. And then what that does, this is what I like about it, is it gives people education. It gives people, I just answered the question there. It gives people an experience with the company. And then because they, if they like the education, the experience, the leadership, the community, then they can, purchase the other additional products if they want to take things more serious, if they really want to focus on this and make it work, right? Now, here's a little thing. Like when I started, not digital marketing, I started a business called Network Marketing in 2011, right? Very different. And what I used to do then is I used to promote like a $6,500 product up front, right? But what happened is when people saw that, people didn't really want to purchase it. And most people would take 6 to 9 months to be like, okay, yeah, to decide to purchase the product, because it's so higher cost, right? And it's actually much trickier, though you can, but it is much trickier to sell a high ticket product up front, because what happens is, like, do you guys like to purchase something that you haven't had an experience with, right? Maybe sometimes, maybe like if you're buying toys and stuff on Amazon, but if it's like a higher ticket stuff, right, there's a higher level of trust that needs to be built. So what happens is when you promote something that's like $7, as an example, people get an experience, they get a product, they get education. And I went through that. And it's just like, some people, they're not going to like it, and that's totally fine, right? But for some people, they're going to like it. They're going to like the community. They're going to be like, well, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to do digital marketing. And then what happens literally within, a week or two, people are purchasing a high ticket product because they've had an experience, and they're making a decision based on experience and what they actually like versus blind hope. Like, oh, I hope this product's going to be good. Here's the money. And then once they've paid $6,500, it's like, well, now what if you don't like the product that you just spent $6,500 on, right? And that's kind of what used to happen with that business I used to do a long time ago. But promoting something where people get an experience with, that's low cost, but then there being an upsell. I know Wowson said that, that's the term for an upsell. And there's nothing wrong with upsells. Sometimes people are like, oh, why does there has to be upsells and stuff? Well, there's upsells with anything. It's like, if you go to a restaurant, like, we went to a Italian restaurant for my wife's birthday on Friday. It was her 30th birthday. So, happy birthday to my wife. We went to an Italian restaurant, right? And when you look at the menu, there's options, and they've got a big menu as well. They've got entrees, right? And you could buy an entree to taste what the food is like. And then you can buy pastas, and you can buy pigs, like wood-fired pizzas, and then you can buy steaks and all of this stuff. Like, there's option. Doesn't mean that you have to buy everything on the menu, but you might buy an entree, and then you might buy, a nice spaghetti that you like, right? And there's options. So anyway, there is that as well. So in terms of the $7 course, if that's all you want to use, you can, right? I liken that to a kind of like a diploma of digital marketing in college, whereas one of the additional products is more like getting a master's degree in digital marketing. Like, you're going to have more education, you'll be able to develop more skills, more resources, one-on-one coaching and support, which is daily as well. But they do give options. So let me have a look what other questions I have. By the way, guys, if you're getting value, let me know. Hit the like button, those reactions, and follow as well if you're not following, because I do these trainings, often answering questions and stuff. Can you repeat where we can find digital? Okay, so Carlia says, can you repeat where we can find the digital products to sell? So there's a few websites. There's Digistore24, there's clickbank.com, there's JVZoo, there's Warrior Plus. There's a lot of them. They're called affiliate networks, and they sell lots of different products under the network. But you can also do research on Google. So if you want to promote, let's say, mugs, right? You could type in mugs affiliate program, or makeup affiliate program, or Nike affiliate program, or Adidas affiliate program. There's lots of ways you can find products online. What I would recommend, again, though, if you do the $7 course, for anyone watching, that actually walks you through step by step how to do digital marketing, like best products to promote, how to set it all up. They give you the templates, resources, stuff like that. Just in that course, which that's how I learn all of this, guys. It's like, and now I get to stay home around my family, which is amazing. And I think all those questions have come in, but all right, guys, phew, man, it's actually about to be 3 hours since I've been live, but you guys have been asking so many questions. It's amazing, right? I've enjoyed this. You guys have been great. Like, if you guys have questions, like, rewatch this live. Yes, it was 3 hours long. It's actually about to be 3 hours in half a minute. But you can skip through it, look at all the questions and all that. It'll help you guys a lot. But again, I would recommend, if you really want to dive deep into digital marketing, get my ebook. It's free. It's on my profile. You just go to the profile on any of my accounts, and you'll be able to see it's just linked under the profile picture. It's like alexfordlive.com / and then you'll have the platform, just because I track where the clicks come through. But you'll be able to get my ebook that will explain to you, like a lot of what and even more structured. Because on these lives, like, people throw me questions here and there, and then I'm going, like, getting sidetracked and all of that. But if you want to know, like, in a broken down format, like I share 3 steps, that book's going to share with you the main 3 steps in order on digital marketing, how it works, answer most of your questions. Like, if you read the book, and once you've read the book, if you have any other questions, DM me and I'll be happy to answer them. And let me know you've read the book, because it'll just make it easier to answer questions for you. But also, if you want to actually make this work step by step, I'd recommend, like, that $7 course. It's literally 2 weeks of learning new skills and going on to make an income. For me, I made $11,000 US in the first 3 months. Now I've built a 6-figure income a year, and that frame behind me is actually an award for making $100,000 with promoting one product. Done that multiple times. I actually have some other awards, but I don't have them here. I'm actually going to get them, put them on my desk or something, so I can actually show. I've got like 3 awards. Do I have another one? I think I might have another one. So anyways, I've got like lots of awards. But guys, like, that 2-week course will teach you how to do it all. And again, like, it's life-changing, right? To be able to learn new skills to make an income with digital marketing. So guys, thanks for jumping on Facebook, YouTube as well. And I will catch you guys next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York time. I'll be going live again with all of this. Again, if you haven't followed, follow the account so you get updated and get notifications when I go live. And I'm going to make a plan to go live daily. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but because I like to sleep in a little bit every morning, but I think I'm going to have to get up and just do it because so many people are asking questions. And I'll catch you guys, all right? So you guys take care. God bless. There we go. Bye TikTok, bye Instagram, and bye Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere else.